my land legs back.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
For fuck's sake.
Have a great day.
You're not interested in GTA, are you?
Not right now. Today is Sunday. It is Genshin
I'm not
Day.
talking to you, Abby. I'm not talking to you, Abby.
Thank you for coming on such short notice, Honorary Knight. I know you must be busy. Well, to make a long story short, there's a particular matter at hand that the Knights requires your assistance
Well, I
with.
have 7 days to get this shit done, so I have to do it. The Knights are busy as ever.
Yes, it has been one thing after another recently. Neither myself nor any of the Mondstadt garrison are able to catch a moment of peace. I have recently received multiple reports from the Knights of someone within the Lawrence clan having close dealings with the Fatui.
But the thing, oh yeah, by the way, just to let you know, on PlayStation 5 cannot play with PlayStation 4 unless if PlayStation 5
There was a
people
dark
have the
period in
PlayStation 4.
Mondstadt's history when the aristocracy ruled over the city.
So yeah.
The hard-won freedom that
PlayStation 4
followed with the
cannot play
fall
with
of
PlayStation
Decarabian was
5.
lost once again, as slavery spread throughout the land. The first Dandelion
But I
Knight,
have both,
Vanessa,
so.
spearheaded the revolution that overthrew the old aristocratic system and established the Knights of Favonius, leading Mondstadt to become the city that you see today.
The
The aristocrats that had oppressed the people of Mondstadt were none other than the Lawrence clan.
the biker DLC and everything else, you know,
So
that
the clan's
dealing
descendants
with
are now
fucking
scheming with the
missions
bad guys to carry out more
are
dubious
like
deeds.
in like overworld
We
missions.
suspect as much, though we have yet to obtain any solid
came
evidence. The reason I summoned you here today is to ask you to help us further investigate
You know
this
the
matter.
biker DLC? Remember the
watching, Nathan?
biker DLC? And other things, yes.
Nathan,
but
are you
now
watching
you
porn?
remember how those missions was only for like in
That's
public
right.
lobbies?
Unfortunately,
do
the
them in
Knights of
invite-only
Favonius and
lobbies
the
now.
aristocracy have been at odds with one another for as long as I can remember. We've already considered every possible way of resolving our differences, but it seems the
Without
descendants
kicking
of
each
the
other in the
aristocracy
shin.
remain antagonistic towards the Knights. No matter what stance we take when dealing with them, the outcome is always the same. Our efforts only
Enjoy this
result in adding more
ASMR
fuel to
pee.
the flames. We could come knocking on their
What do you
door
mean
on the grounds of a
ASMR
search
pee?
warrant, but if the investigation were to come up empty, I'm afraid tensions and distrust would only increase. All of our past efforts would have been wasted.
Wasted it!
What do you
Soiled
mean,
it!
the fuck do you mean wasted it?
Soiled it!
You are in
What do you
fact
mean?
the
Okay.
best
What the
candidate
fuck
to
are you on
represent
about,
the
Abby?
Knights of
Please
Favonius.
explain.
But you need not
Listening to
emphasize your
Jean
role as
talk
the
about
honorary
something,
knight.
and I've just,
You're
like,
a traveler
agreed
from a
with her.
distant
Soiled
land,
it!
and you can approach the
Who the hell is
aristocrats in this
Jean?
way. Once you come to
Uh,
friendly terms with the Lawrence clan, you should be in a good
How
position
the
to
fuck do
learn
you
more
know
of their
who Jean
possible
is?
connections with the Fatui.
Because
in
I
Genshin.
don't
Leave it
know
to
who.
Master Gene to come up with such a thorough plan.
Who is Jean from
The
Genshin?
leader
Perhaps such plans have
of
become
the
second nature
entire
after all the
Adventurers Guild.
diplomatic issues I've dealt with.
Okay.
The name of the
see,
Lawrence
I
clan
don't
member in
play it
question
that
is
often
Schubert.
to know the
Lately, he can
She
often
has
be
a
found
Jesus
strolling
cross
near
over
the
here
northern
right
city
now I'm
walls.
looking at.
It is said that he is
She's the
difficult to
big
get along
sister
with due to
of-
his temperamental disposition,
La,
but if we
la,
approach him
la,
calmly, then
fucking
things should
la.
go off without a hitch.
Okay.
But I thought the sister was the ice nun.
Different dads, same
Thanks again for your help. If you run into
There's
any
a
snags
lot
along
of
the way,
men just
I'll
putting
do
their
anything in my
penises
power
in
to
a lot of
support
different
you.
women. It's just like, oh, I have 3 daughters now. Nice, dude. Nice. Not nice. What would you do if your husband had suggested an open marriage? I would be asking where are the divorce papers?
Why would you ask him where the divorce papers are?
Because because I'm not the type of person to go for an open relationship. For me, it's just psychologically your partner's way of saying, I'm gonna fuck other people, and I'm possibly already fucking other people, and I just want you to be okay with it.
Have I fully charged you?
No, you got the wrong box, so you're actually carrying my battery. I'm now going to die twice as fast.
Okay, how about this?
I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna fucking sneeze.
Crack a vessel in my eye.
Huh?
You're gonna have to get it replaced.
Huh?
Don't.
It's not coming out! Nathan, I'm not sneezing. Help me. Show me your black ass.
No.
Every other time when nobody's listening, he shows me his black ass, but now, no. I'm kidding, everybody. I'm kidding. Oh my god, shut up, gay boy.
Who are you?
Where are you?
She said gay boy.
Hey, he's a gay man.
Gay boy.
She said gay boy.
Huh? Who are you?
No, she's not.
Hello. We're here too.
He becomes a man at 50.
The thing is she doesn't know between, you know, a girl and a woman.
Correctly?
So she still calls herself a girl.
Huh.
Fuck
And I
off.
suppose you think that you can
I know
simply
the
strut
difference.
up
I'm
here
just
and greet me in
insulting
such an
you, you
ignoble and
dumbass.
vulgar manner? Given
She's
that
calling
I
herself
don't
a dumbass
recognize
for
you,
some odd reason.
I can only assume that you are a traveler of some variety. I'll have you know that you are speaking with the Schubert Lawrence, a blood descendant of the magnanimous nobility. If you wish to address me, you'd best consider your words more carefully. Such nonchalant manners are inadmissible and will never do. Now, if you're somehow capable of understanding anything I've said, then you will get down on your knees, apologize for your negligent actions, and give me a proper introduction. That is the appropriate etiquette.
Sorry, I'm not gonna swallow that thing.
Massaging.
Haven's never heard of something so complicated before.
In former times, when people knew their place
No,
and
you
respected
say!
traditions, such conduct was only basic
That is a
courtesy.
Yeah,
thing.
how else is he supposed to
And
swallow that
neglecting your
thing?
manners would result in a swift
Yeah,
whipping.
not all massages you have to feel relaxed. There's some pain in some of them.
Look at the world
Some of
now.
them you have happy
Rules
ending.
have been thrown to the wayside and manners forgotten.
Fucking
Ah,
Evie's
I
weird, being
cannot
weird
bear
about
to see
happy
such
endings.
degradation.
Come get happy ending.
James.
Eat the dick cheese out of your ass.
What did you say? You dare question the dignity of the nobility? I'll have you know that though the Lawrence clan is in decline,
Tickle.
myself and
Tickle,
others
tickle,
of noble blood are looking for a chance to restore our rightful honor. Just look around. The people are unruly and undisciplined. I, however, strive to retain the elegance and etiquette of the nobility. After all, we are of a completely different breed by birth.
I haven't even said anything yet.
Save your words. I find your manners and bearing repulsive. I have nothing to discuss with the likes of you.
Grab a
Besides,
spoon and eat the sauce.
I am in no way obligated to
Ew,
instruct
God, I
commoners
can't
on
believe I was about to
basic
fucking
courtesies.
to
Now, I
read
have
What's
that.
that
matters
person
to
on
attend
about?
to.
What about grabbing
I'll
the
take my
spoon and
leave.
eating the sauce? What the fuck? What?
No,
So
what they
this
said
what
is
Master
grab the
G meant by
spoon
difficult to get
and
along
eat
with.
something out of your partner's butt.
Let's head back and talk things over with her.
That's the nicest way I can say it.
Hun, can you please get me
They spoon immediately.
a spoon? Not spoon. Fucking hell.
Spoon.
Yes, a soda. Thank you.
A soda and a
Abby-
spoon and
What Abby just said just fucked up my brain, and now my brain is dead, like physically and mentally dead. Where I have.
Nathan, I require a spoon.
Well, if it isn't the honorary
She didn't
knight,
give me an
I'm
extra
just on my way
chromosome.
out to
She
gather
took
some
most
intel.
of them.
I didn't expect to run into you
She
here.
actually she took the half of one
Judging
that I
by your
had
expression,
left.
you must have run into some trouble.
Master Jean tasked us with a special assignment, but things seem to have run aground for the moment.
Because she wants me to take a spoon into your butthole for some odd reason.
No need to get down on yourself.
I don't know
Sometimes
why.
things just don't turn out as planned. Even I can't guarantee useful intel every time I'm dispatched.
No, not put in there.
You just have to keep at it and never give up.
And then 5 seconds, like fucking, as soon as you wake up, hello, we need you in. And you're like, fuck you off, no.
Hey, why don't you let me try to help? What's the problem?
Master Jean asked us to build a connection with someone named Schubert Lawrence. But it turns out that he's a peculiar character that doesn't listen to anyone, especially Paimon.
Aha, Schubert! I know him. Let me guess. He said you didn't have any manners. I've been on the receiving end of his lectures many a time. The Lawrence clan can be very particular about such things.
You mean everyone in the Lawrence clan is just a big headache?
As aristocrats, they
Why
believe
put
there should
more
be a certain
spoon up
distance between themselves
someone's
and common
anus?
folk. I understand their thinking, but that's just not how things are anymore.
Who
However,
is
there
we
is one exception
talking?
among the Lawrence clan. My good buddy, Yula.
Buddy?
That's
No,
right.
not you, Ed.
Not
No,
only
not
is she
you,
from the
Hun.
Lawrence
You're
clan,
perfectly
but she's
normally
also the
insane.
Knights of Favonius Fourth Company.
Sir,
Yula
what
is
have you done
special.
to this wooden
She's
floor
not quite
where
like
it's
the other
like
members of her
everything's
clan.
shiny?
She has her own beliefs and it shows. In other words, she doesn't really adhere to the
Sir,
strict
have
rules
you
and
been
conventions
like
of her family.
mopping your floors with
However,
lubrication?
she's
Because
still
that's what it
quite
looks like in
knowledgeable
here.
about dealing with the Lawrences. I'm sure you'll see what I mean if you meet her.
That's strange. If Eula is a member of the Lawrence clan, then why would Master Jean choose us for the task? Couldn't she just ask Eula?
Well, it's a little complicated. Basically, the Lawrence clan has frowned upon the fact that Eula joined the Knights. Her family members don't particularly care for her. In their eyes, Eula is nothing but a traitor to the family. She's very easy to get along with. Just explain the situation, and I'm sure she'll help you come up with a way to get along with Schubert. In fact, I think she's out in the wilderness on patrol this morning. You should be able to find her around Storm Bear Mountains.
Thanks, Amber. All right, you heard her. Let's go find Eula.
Good luck, you two. I've got my own matters to investigate.
Whatever you're hunting, 4 legs or 2, we have what you're covering.
Lawrence clan. Well, if you want to learn about the conduct of the Lawrence clan, who better to ask than one of their own family members?
You's not ready for that. I can hear that you's not ready for that. I didn't say one leg. I said. I didn't say one leg. I mean, I said either if you're hunting with something that has 4 legs or 2, we have you covered. That's what he said. You was not expecting that, was you?
Let's appraise the value on this.
The Fatui! What are they
I don't know
doing
why,
here?
but my mind just
What,
immediately
Eula
thought
was
of
sent up
this
patrol here?
thing. I went really country in my head. It was like, I have my wife's one puss here.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
I'll protect us.
You can't run.
We here on the grace of God. We're looking for puss. A puss only.
Inadmissible evidence.
Use this first.
God, I don't even know if I'm. I just realized that you're on Twitch, and I don't know if you're allowed to say this.
To incinerate.
What about Gray of Tinder?
Boom boom.
So quiet.
Power that ended Paishan!
Roast and fry. You need to hurry up.
Blaze over.
Well done.
And you lost it.
You need to hurry up. Roast and fry.
Born of ice and frost.
This one's well done.
Access denied.
Roast and fry.
Next on the agenda. Born of ice and frost.
This one's well done. Feels clogged.
Oh, I just killed myself.
No touching.
I do love how.
We're way behind schedule.
Stay right there.
Do you know what I really love? Do you know what I love hearing when I mean, listen, when I came down into this place, you know when one of the girls that was trying to kill me says, "Fuck your mom and the keister." Okay, can you all remember numbers for me, please? I need you guys to remember 2, 12, and 87. Okay, the first one is 2. I think the second one is 12. No, that one. Was the last one 87 or no?
You don't think twice before reaching for your sword, do you? Do you have any idea how long I've been tracking these targets? And now you get to stake a claim. You think you're stronger because you got to them first?
Most of them are not yours!
Mark my words. Vengeance will be mine.
What?
Len Graham Tinder?
Here we go. The ladies of Limgrave are looking a little rough.
All right.
But you know what? It's okay.
This is Sandra. She's 3,000 years old.
I've got an open mind.
Sagittarius.
She's got 20 limbs. No problem.
She has 20.
Kind of walks like a crab person.
This is Greg. He's got one human foot. And the rest of him is Spider.
He's got a hammer.
I'm waiting for pissing the ball.
He's hitting you a lot with the hammer.
I hope it's in here.
Boy, you really
Aaron, I can't belabor this point enough.
He's really getting you.
Please
good
tell me
with
you
that
paused the
hammer.
live streaming because I feel like this is. I feel like if you have to play the whole entire video, you're gonna get copyright strike on Twitch.
That's fine.
Bugle Boy Troop Leader.
Bully, bugle.
What?
Whoops! Oh my God!
Oh, damn! He's like Hootie Patootie Trumpet Man.
Hooty patooty, Trump man who company. Oops.
Oh, virus. Alright, help yourself to the chicken wing.
Do you know which one? I don't know which one it is, but do you know what one of them reminds me of?
Ah, shit, they brought a wolf.
We had like a fucking kazoo sound.
Oh, crap. Apparently one bugle note's all they needed.
That means real danger.
Yeah.
Pour that juice in there. Make it juicy!
Why don't we just start with that?
Okay.
Hello, welcome to Game Grumps.
Put some juice in there.
Like, just, it's real quiet. Like, people are reading a book. Most people are on their phones, and then you just, like, look up slowly, and you're like, juicy! Oh, fuck! Who's this guy?
Who's this funny fellow?
Yeah, that clunky deer is everything. And we need to talk about it.
It's gonna spill your dad's nuts.
What, spill your dad's nuts? What the fuck?
Uh-oh!
I gotta go to this fucking cave.
Top 10 clunky deer memes. Number 12 will jack your dad.
Stormfoot Catico.
Things seem to have gone well for that guy on the left. I'm gonna make it!
Did you pull my lever?
Yeah. What, you think I just put that there for people to pull all willy-nilly?
Put a quarter in the jar.
Yeah, piss in the bowl.
Go on.
He said piss in a bowl, not piss in the ball.
Do it again.
I said bowl.
You said ball.
I love that joke. Like, I want to pee out of the beer.
This guy's the leader, right? Yeah.
I'm saving that for later. I need to listen to that before I go to work, so I'm actually happy. You pull my lever. You really think you could just come along and pull my lever all willy-nilly? Yeah, piss in the bowl!
But no, Abby, you've been saying
I
piss
heard
in the
the commotion
ball
and
this
came as
whole entire
swiftly as I
time.
could. Only to find you two already fighting the Fatui. Not only that, you are making quick work of them too. If I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the credit. Still, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once can be dangerous.
I seriously doubt that the Game Grumps will be angry that I actually like their content. I quit using fighting the Fatui. Actually, I quit used to fighting the Fatui.
Sorry, Paimon doesn't understand what you mean, but thanks for your concern.
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch enemies?
Arch enemies? Wait a minute. You were saying how glad you were that we were unscathed a second ago.
By which I meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort two strangers guilty of stealing my targets all the way back to Mondstadt.
Oh, can you make...
Which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble. My
You didn't
vengeance
ask
would be
me, though.
swifter still.
I want some pee out of there.
Yes, I know, you said tub of ice cream, but I didn't know you was making your own fucking thing. You didn't ask me if I
that's
wanted
me.
some.
Paimon thinks she's pretty strange. Although at least we can communicate
Dare you
with
not
her.
ask me?
You dare to call someone you've just met
Why
strange?
did you not ask me?
Forget the aristocracy. That's rude even by
Yes.
normal standards.
Very much. I just
Speaking
asked
of
you
which,
to make me
how do
some.
you know my name?
This is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. And speaking of rude, we're trying to investigate an aristocrat named Schubert Lawrence. He's so obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to speak with us.
I understand now. That's my uncle, all right. But why do you mean to investigate him?
All I do is sweat.
I see. You have some nerve to faming a family member right in front of me. I will have vengeance for this too.
No. This is an assignment from Master Jean. It's just an investigation, that's all.
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumors and unwarranted gossip to lead to such suspicion.
Hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the ruthless rulers of old Mondstadt.
Also, I put my hair up.
Oh, so that's what you think of me? Yet another transgression to avenge.
Thank you. Love you.
Didn't you see him first? Oh.
Curious. We've only just met, and you've already given me 3 causes for vengeance. It's been a... I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan. Only then will you finally be able to communicate with my uncle, correct?
That's right. Amber told us to come and talk to you.
Well then, let's begin your training immediately. It'll be easier to train when we're back in Mondstadt. We'll require other people. We can put that aside for now. Besides, if it's the acting Grandmaster's assignment, and Amber's the one who recommended me, I should comply.
Why do I always have a crush on the one
confused. This girl's all vengeance this and revenge that. But she doesn't seem the least bit angry. Still, Paimon has met bigger weird...
Me. Yeah, I just wanted to play it up until the piss in the bowl part, because that was my husband's favourite part.
Ah, you finally arrived. There's no time to spare, so we'll begin with our first lesson.
Wait, hold on.
My husband was actually
There's something we need to clear up first.
When
Otherwise it'll keep bugging
he was
us.
like, what?
Happy. Die.
Oh, we were both dying. We were both watching them playing Elden Ring, and it was like, one human foot and the rest of it is spider.
So that's still on your mind,
So
huh?
if you ever
Maybe you're the
foot
ones who can't let
fetish,
things
you
go.
can only suck on one.
Don't worry. There's a time and place for exacting vengeance. Besides, I'm not in the mood for any right now. Best save it for later.
You need to be in the right mood for vengeance.
I already have a long list of vengeance to exact. Even if I wanted to begin now, I'd have to start in the right order. Who knows how long it will be before I get to you?
Well, if you have so much to take care of, wouldn't it just be easier to give us a clean slate?
Absolutely not. Stealing my targets, calling me a ruthless ruler, and suspecting my uncle. All worthy of vengeance in my eyes. But you needn't worry, at least not whilst we're investigating this matter. I'm sure you're familiar with the phrase, a man of moral integrity fears no slanderous attack. If Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any such investigation will prove fruitless. But if he did commit a wrongful act, then he should bear the full punishment. I'm sure you understand.
I think I was starting to see what you mean.
Good. Now, there are 2
I
key
read that
points
wrong.
that aristocrats attach great importance to. Your manner of speech and your bearing. Let's begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have a very unique way of carrying conversation, even with mundane daily topics.
Oh, Paimon's already learned some unique conversation. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Not even close. And besides, it sounds strange.
Hey! Paimon learned it from you! And didn't you say not to call others strange? It seems you don't respect the rules of your own clan.
No, I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities. Here, allow me to demonstrate. For example, when greeting a friend, you could say, "As the morning dew greets the coming dawn, so do I greet you, my dear friend."
That's a lot of words for a
As
good
the
morning,
morning dew
fuckface.
does what now?
Woman,
However, such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours.
While you're on vacation.
Also, the party with whom you're speaking must be
Why?
of approximately the same status as
Good
you.
morning, fuckface.
Morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that friendship should not be measured by value.
I don't know.
Yet also suggests that friendship between aristocrats is pure like water.
I was talking to
Oh, no. You must be prudent with your words.
Like, oh, my
Calling
vacation's
someone
going
a
great,
good
but
friend could
there's no one
easily
to
offend
fuck
them.
out here.
But didn't you
Like,
just
excuse
say
me,
my
what?
dear friend in your example? Paimon's confused.
Excuse me, what?
Yes, I did. But you must know in the Lawrence family, dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted, but not particularly close. It sounds much more pleasant to call an acquaintance a dear friend.
A bit like
So
when
another
Australians
thing
are
to
like,
remember,
hey, mate.
aristocrats are concerned with face and being
It
polite.
doesn't actually mean that we're
However,
friends.
if
I
you were
just
to use
say,
dear
hey, mate.
friend to address an intimate friend, the recipient would
This
think
is
that you were
the normal
deliberately
greeting.
trying to estrange
Yeah.
them.
Hey, mate, can you not walk in front of traffic?
This is only the
You
first
can use
step
it
in
for
making a
males,
greeting.
females, and whatever
After
gender,
addressing one another,
that's under the
you
beautiful
then
rainbow
exchange
of life.
courtesies.
Wait. This is all too abstract. Perhaps it would be better if you gave some real-life demonstrations.
Can't I just swear at people?
But swearing is
Very
fun
well.
at people.
Morning,
Come with me.
fuckface.
We'll choose some bystanders to
Going to
converse
bed
with.
now, dickhead. I don't want to talk like a high society little fucking uptight bitch. I don't want to talk like you. I'd have to put a stick up ass.
Oh,
Why not ass
you're
up stick?
Eula of the Lawrence clan, right? This can't be good.
You there, lowly laborer. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility... what comes next? Oh, right. By solemnly kneeling to the ground with utmost sincerity.
Huh? I can't make heads or tails of anything you're saying.
Hold on.
Damn it,
What
I
did they
can't
always
find-
teach me? Whenever a dispute arises, protection of your family's prestige and dignity always takes precedence. Got it. As a lowly commoner, you shall maintain absolute reverence when speaking with those under which you so graciously toil. How dare you speak in such a manner?
Is everyone from the Lawrence clan so strange? The days of the Lawrence clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't care what you're trying to do. Just beat it. Like I said, I don't care what you're doing. I have nothing to say to any member of the Lawrence clan. And here's a word of advice. I wouldn't be caught dead walking too closely with any one of their like in Mondstadt. If that's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself if we talk any longer.
Hey! Don't leave! Halt! Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Wow, the Lawrence name really does carry a terrible reputation.
Never mind him. I could have predicted as much. Let's find someone else.
I don't think anybody's gonna give you any fucking respect around here.
You there, lowly toiler. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility, and solemnly kneel to the ground with utmost sincerity. Huh? Why don't you respond? According to the custom, I must wait until you kneel completely before I can say the next words. Right. I mustn't look at you too long, or I'll be drawing more attention to our difference in status. Oh dear, I've already stared at you for quite a while. Fine. You may spare yourself the formality of kneeling, as it may be a little inconvenient. I shall continue. Oh, wait. I think there's a line for people with rude attitudes in this situation.
Hey, stop bothering me or else I might say something you wouldn't like to hear. Then again, I've got no words for anyone from the Lawrence clan.
Again? What's with this attitude?
Yes, I don't think his attitude will change. If I keep grandstanding like this, the outcome won't be good. Let's try to find someone else to talk to. I'll remember your unwillingness to comply. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
God damn it, Lauren. Nobody has respect for your family. Just deal with it. If anybody has the last name, nobody's gonna respect that.
You there, lowly worker.
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. Our answer's always the same. We've got nothing to say to the likes of you. I mean, seriously, can't you just take a hint?
Please calm down. We don't want to cause any trouble.
I know she's a Knight of Favonius, and that the Knights wouldn't misplace their trust, but the name Lawrence carries too much weight with it. Even to this very day, the descendants of the Lawrence clan are still scheming to reclaim Mondstadt and reinstate their aristocratic rule. And if that wasn't enough, here you are purposefully using their awkward way of speaking just to put on an act? Don't you care for the feelings of us ordinary folk?
You have a point. But mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
Huh? You want to fight? Listen here, I may be no match for you, but I'll be sure to lodge a complaint with the Knights of Favonius. I'm sorry, but I want her to understand that I'm serious. Listen here, if you don't want things to get more unpleasant, then you'd better just stop.
Forget it. There's no point in quarreling any further. Let's go. It's all right. This happens quite often. Let's find someone else to talk to.
Paimon thinks we've seen enough now. Let's just stop. Actually, Paimon thinks we should apologize for asking you to demonstrate for us. We had no idea the feelings between the Lawrence clan and the people of Mondstadt were so bitter.
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already a dirty word among every household in Mondstadt. Even 3-year-olds know the story. I see this kind of attitude all the time. Don't worry. What with me being a Knight of Favonius, they're usually willing to speak a few words with me. Perhaps my aristocratic manner of speech provoked them today. Believe me, it's not a big issue.
So this is the way things are normally for you? There's no need for them to direct their anger at you personally.
That's the way things are. Perhaps it's just fate for those who have made mistakes. Accepting punishment is only fair, right? But when your family has committed atrocities, I'm afraid there's no easy path to reconciliation. As memories are carried in the city breeze, the faults of such grievances are passed from one generation to the next. It is now my turn to bear this burden. At least I have a means of living a relatively normal life compared to the elders of my family. I have nothing to be discontented about.
Yeah, why were you so willing to try and demonstrate for us?
Oh, that reminds me. That last person will not escape my vengeance either. Let's leave it at that. Just think of it as something I like to do. But unfortunately, you probably didn't learn much from those conversations. It seems we have no other choice but to find more people to talk to.
No need! Besides, the Traveler's pretty sharp, and nothing gets in our way on an adventure. Paimon thinks we got the gist of it now.
I cannot find wherever this is, and it's pissing me off.
We'll just have to roll
earlier
with it for now.
I fell off the building.
Let's
Guess
just
what
keep
an old
Eula from
lady
getting
fucking
anyone else
said to
riled
me?
up.
Well then, I'm glad you learned something. You're already halfway toward mastering aristocratic conduct.
Oh my gosh, your
A proper
taste.
manner
I'm
of
like,
speech is more
excuse me,
aesthetic than anything
how
else.
and
It
why?
stems from their taste for refinement.
So I just fell off a
But we must
building. You
also
just gonna
practice
say that?
rebellion. I have a very effective way of
God,
training for
this
this.
taint is
Come with me to Dragonspine.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me either, so...
It doesn't make sense to me in Infinite when I'm having a firefight with the fucking cops. The civilians just walk in front of the firefight like, oh, I didn't think I was gonna get shot when I was walking in front of bullets.
Oh,
idiots.
God. Like, I have guns, you have guns, we're shooting at each other, but I never thought I was gonna get hit.
No, the cops had guns, I had medical powers, and every time I hit someone I got negative points, and I'm like,
If you wish to
fucking yeah,
truly
stop
achieve the
running in front
dignified
of me.
conduct of an aristocrat, you must learn to remain composed and elegant even amidst
Wait, you
harsh
got
conditions.
negative points
For
for
example,
healing
you can
people?
see that part of the
No,
path
for
up
hitting
ahead is
people.
quite difficult to
Oh.
traverse. But a well-trained aristocrat would not only effortlessly proceed forward, but do so without a
You're like,
stain
"Can
on
you
their
guys
garment
not
and their
do
elegance
this
fully
bullshit,
intact.
please?
Paimon thinks we've left the realm of aristocrats and entered the realm of adventuring. Compared to what we've already seen, this should be a piece of cake.
Yeah, I'm used to this kind of challenge.
Uh-huh. This is where you can finally apply some of your adventuring knowledge.
You look pretty confident this time. All right, let's get started. Remember, you must be graceful and elegant. Don't get knocked or launched into the air. That would be most unsightly.
Just gonna kill some people. Kill some people.
Dashinnight.
Yeah.
We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda.
Next on the agenda.
That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again.
What the fuck is going on?
What do you mean?
Oh, I have to talk to her again.
Next.
Well, we all like talking to random people several
It'll be
thousand
difficult.
times.
Remember,
Don't get. Oh, the high can't get
Schedule.
Wait, blankets cannot be touched? Why?
We're way
the
behind
blankets
schedule.
cannot be touched. What did the blankets do?
I don't know. What did the blankets do?
We're way behind schedule.
If they can't be touched, what the fuck did they do? Did they go on a mass suicide? Or not suicide, mass fucking killing spree? Fucking
Suicide killing spree.
We're way behind
Three
schedule.
Pacifico. I like the number 3.
Oh, blanket head.
I like the
not
number
bad.
3.
A lot better than I had
Blanket?
anticipated at
No,
least.
no, stop trying to sell your blankets, but blanket!
Paimon almost didn't make it through.
Your blanket kills people.
Good thing I didn't get
But
stuck.
blanket! Stop it,
So,
stop it.
are we aristocrats now?
Are we a cricket now?
Don't flatter yourselves. We've only just
Are
begun.
we a cricket
The scenario was relatively simple. In the
I
face
don't
of a real
fucking know
battle,
what that
one would
is.
seldom
What the
have a chance
fuck?
to stop
What?
and
I'm
evaluate the
confused.
situation.
Please explain
There's
yourself.
a ley-line monolith just up ahead that will
what is
attract
it?
nearby
What
monsters.
is that?
True elegance is the ability to calmly yet swiftly make decisions in the heat of battle.
This is how normal training is.
My family set only the highest
With cricket
expectations for me,
cat?
even as a child. Let's proceed,
I'm a
shall we?
cricket cat.
If you say it fast enough, it's gonna sound like Kit Kats.
Let's have a break with some Kit Kats. Or a cricket cat. Come here, you.
Come here,
This is
you,
the
and
ley
get
line
some
map.
that.
Go ahead.
Oh God.
But be careful not to get launched
Fucking
into the
doesn't even
air
know
or
what it
frozen
is,
while
keep
fighting.
saying it.
That would be most unsightly.
Don't get frozen. Wow.
That's fucking expensive! Well, fucking crashing into the fucking wall, yes. Yes, your car is really expensive.
Hey, quick, I cracked!
Boom boom!
To ashes!
Motion to compel!
Quick, I cracked!
Inadmissible evidence! Incinerate!
Are you saying crack or frack? Or both?
Crack, 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 crack,
Excuse me.
Well done. Your performance was most impressive. And you managed to remain calm even in these grueling dragonspine surroundings. I'm starting to wonder if even I could have done the same. Given such an outstanding performance, it seems there is little left for me to teach you.
Like Paimon said, adventuring is our specialty. So, that's it for our training, right? Then let's get out of Dragonspine before Paimon turns into a popsicle.
Hold on. I was commending the Traveler's performance just now. You, on the other hand, seem to have made no progress at all.
What? You mean Paimon was also part of the training?
Yes, of course. You were frantically flying and dashing about throughout the entire thing. Not an elegant sight at all. Did you even listen to anything I was trying to teach you?
Yeah, that's it. It's too cold here. Besides, Paimon was paying attention to the Traveler.
Whatever the reason, not heeding my instructions. A cause for vengeance, perhaps. Now, drink this.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Don't be shy and let, you know, fucking let, yeah, totally, while I'm flying off the fucking
Certainly
mountain.
not.
Yes.
It's warm milk. Didn't you just say that you were freezing? Drink it and it'll help warm you up.
Oh, thank you. Are you still planning on the whole vengeance thing?
If I wasn't, then why would I care about you being cold? If you turned into a Paimon popsicle, that would ruin my plans for vengeance now, wouldn't it? So, dear friend, don't die on me out here.
Ah! Paimon knew something was off!
All in the name of vengeance. No need to thank me. Now then, given that your training is complete, it's time we return to Mondstadt. Our last step will be preparing a cordial gift to present to my uncle when you meet him. I already have something in mind. Let's pay Sarah a visit at Good Hunter.
Do we get him a prostitute? Because he's very high maintenance. Do it. Is there any of those crystals around?
Oh, hey, look, she's back.
It's almost done.
Well, guess what? We kind of have a slight problem with a PlayStation 4 new character thing.
He loves.
What happened?
Apparently the PlayStation 4, if you make a new character, the new character has the same exact ranking or level as your older one.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Then don't buy any of the stuff. Don't like until.
And I don't know how, but apparently I have a penthouse already. Don't know how, but
I say like you can delete. Yeah, say delete your save file off of GTA 5 from PS4.
I don't know how to. That's a thing, and I don't want.
You can delete save files from your store. Like you go to storage and all that. You can do that.
I don't care about any of that. I'm glad I get to keep my property.
You kept your progress on PlayStation 5, Abby.
Fuck you.
Oh, hey, Eula. I see you've met the honorary knight.
Okay, go to settings, application, save data management.
I am on PlayStation 5 right now. I'm not.
Well, I just got
going.
back and was thinking about grabbing a bite at Good
Damn you,
Hunter.
fucking
But
piece
now
of
that
shit.
you're here, why don't we all eat together?
Saying like
Very
it's
well.
like slave data.
It's been some time
on,
since we've
like,
last
so
shared a meal
settings.
together. Come, take a seat. We can discuss my uncle's gift while we eat.
Not on GTA, on your PS5.
Yes? Is there something else you'd
Can
like
you
to
just
order?
not right now?
Could you
I'm
please
in the
prepare
middle
a
of
serving
something
my
and I
uncle's
need full
favorite,
concentration
the
and you're
Bratwurst
fucking it up.
Fleisch mit Sauerkraut.
Oh.
We'll take it as a gift to him later.
Coming right up. It'll take some time to prepare. I'll have it here at the counter once it's ready.
Hold on a moment. Is this satisfying salad also something that Amber ordered?
No, she didn't order it. But because she didn't order any vegetables, I thought I'd throw in a salad on the house. You know, to contrast all the meat dishes.
So, we clearly didn't order this, yet you prepared it without authorization. Mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
You're gonna take revenge on her for giving us a free salad?
You should know me by now. That's the kind of villainous character I am. Well then, please wait a moment while I get the dish for your uncle started.
You fucking NPCs, get the
Delicious
fuck out of the
unauthorized
fucking
delicacies.
way!
Sarah will pay for this.
Why would you choose
Why do you spawn like 2 feet in front of me? Why?
Humans never even heard that dish before.
This dish isn't actually on Good Hunter's menu. Only long-standing patrons such as my uncle would know about the dish.
I remember on
The old
GTA 4 you
aristocrats
could
seem to
take
take
off
a
the
liking
fucking
to it.
traffic and fucking...
Because of the sour flavor of the sauerkraut,
that. I
not too
fucking
many
missed
people are
it.
fond of it these days. I guess it's become less popular over time. Eula treated me to the dish once,
Anybody
and I
else
couldn't
miss
even
that?
finish a bite.
Nope.
I've nicknamed it Gebratenes
You
Fleisch mit
don't
Vengeance
miss
ever
turning
since.
out the traffic?
I never expected us to have such completely different tastes in food. If I weren't in such a good mood, I'd say that constitutes grounds for transgression.
I don't miss the game entirely.
No, I'm saying do you miss the setting where you could turn off the fucking
Me and
traffic?
Nathan haven't played that game in so long that why would we miss it?
God damn it, Abby, you're not fucking listening to what I'm saying.
I answered you multiple times.
You're saying that you don't miss the game. You're saying you don't miss the game. I'm not talking about the game. Why do you not miss turning off the fucking settings of fucking turning...
shoot when I'm driving by.
You can still have cars. Them just was all parked, Abby.
Yeah, when there's no one in it, it's kind of sad. That's the whole point of playing GTA, going nuts and being your own fantasy Joker. You whinge a lot.
No, I don't whinge a lot, Abby. I get fucking frustrated on how much fucking traffic there is on the fucking game. There's like
There's
fucking
traffic like that in real life too.
Yes, I know,
not.
but you can't go
It's hard to
1,000
find someone
miles
in
per hour
Mondstadt
now,
that attracts
can you?
contempt as much as she does.
It's fine when you're just joking between us, but I'm afraid our honorary knight might misunderstand you. Eula's always talking about vengeance, but that's just how she is. It's nothing you should take too seriously.
But I am serious, and I'll remember every transgression committed against me. Ugh, it's no wonder so many people dislike you.
Paimon's starting to realize that Eula is actually a very good person. There's no need to be so awkward when you want to say something nice.
Listen, you've never been labeled as a social pariah, have you?
Well, no?
So that's why you wouldn't understand how hard it is for a bad person to try to be good. It's impossible for me, and I have no intention of acting like a good person. All right, no need to look so sullen. I'm just kidding. Come on, let's eat. The food is getting cold.
But the salad's always cold.
Oh, I'm stuffed. I'll see Sarah about the bill.
No need. I've left the mora under the plate. If you try to settle it with her in person, she won't accept payment for the salad. Don't underestimate my ability to exact revenge. Sarah won't get the upper hand this time. All right, next you should pay my uncle a visit. He has a small camp at the top of the mountain near Springvale. He usually whiles his time away there when there's nothing else to do.
Aren't you coming with us, Eula?
I'm afraid that wouldn't be very convenient for me. It'd be better if you two went alone. Ah, yes. Please do remember to pick up the dish from Sarah.
There's this thing called bulletproof
I still have more
glass in
recon
this
to do
game.
in the wilderness. Well,
there is a
until
vehicle
next
for that.
time.
Yeah, there's a vehicle for
Let's
that.
meet again.
Yeah,
What an
I know there's a
interesting
vehicle for
venture.
it. I know there's a vehicle for that. I'm just saying I wish there was an upgrade option to do that with for every car.
Without having to get that one car.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel you on that. It's just what I don't want to drive this car just to have that.
Sauerkraut is ready to go.
I would drive my own
Be sure to eat
car
it while it's
that
hot.
I like to
Otherwise, the
use.
flavor will
Yeah,
be
he wants to
spoiled.
drive the Batman.
And by the
there.
way, don't worry too much when Eula says strange things. She's actually a very good person.
I wonder what other it's been a while since I've
No
played.
one could stand the sight of Eula.
Well, they
when
add
she
a
was
lot
trying
of
to
stuff,
speak
a lot.
with the others
I
in
just don't know
Mondstadt earlier.
what, but they add a shit ton.
Well, they added a spider.
What's up with
Oh.
The people
But
of
the
Mondstadt
turning
don't
of
take
it is so
kindly to
shit
anyone
because
bearing the
like
Lawrence
two
name.
wheels are on
They're
the back and
unable
there's
to see
one wheel
past
in
her
the front.
family.
And it
Therefore, they don't actually see Eula
Yeah,
for
the
herself.
spider.
Yeah.
So no
it's
matter what
shit.
Eula
It's like
tries to
speed,
do,
really
it seems
good.
like wrongdoing. It essentially strips the meaning of anything she tries to accomplish.
He just needs to
Yeah,
learn how
maybe.
to drive.
First of all, I know how to drive. It's you that don't know how
It'd be
to
you.
fucking drive.
Yeah.
You're
You
able
need
to
to
see
learn how
Eula
to drive.
differently then.
Well, when she joined the Knights of
You're
Favonius, it caused quite an uproar. Many people signed
You're
a
the
petition demanding
worst.
that the Knights
Right.
reverse their
Shut up,
decision.
Aiden. I'm not talking
At the
to
same
you.
time,
I
numerous
know.
members of the Lawrence clan crowded
She's
the
definitely
entrance of the
talking
Knights
to
of
you.
I know how to
Favonius
She's not
drive.
headquarters,
I know how to
clamoring for
drive a
Eula to
spider.
give an explanation.
Abby, turn left. Immediately turn right.
That's right. So
Making
you can
fun of
imagine
me and
how
my
determined
disability is
Eula
not
must
nice.
have been under such circumstances.
Fine.
But thanks to Grandmaster Varka and the unwavering attitudes of others in the Knights of
How would you feel if I
Favonius,
just
they
called
were
you
able to
Blackie
quell
all
the
time?
unrest.
That's nice.
Tensions still remain beneath
I
the
would
surface,
I would
I'm
say
afraid.
that's racist.
In the eyes of the people, she's a stain on the Knights of
You,
Favonius.
Abby,
And in the eyes of the
you wouldn't
Lawrence
even
clan,
make it out.
she's a disgrace to her family. But she simply
Why is
fulfills her
Rouge
duty
the
as a
Bat's
knight,
car in here?
silently helping one
Are you
person
freaking
after
kidding
another,
me?
myself included.
It looks like
People like
Rouge the
Eula should be
Bat's car.
approached with care and
Oh,
understanding.
hell no.
I
She could
actually
stand to
thought
be
that
treated a
Rouge was
little more
flying
fairly.
cat.
No, she's a bat.
I actually.
Her name says it.
I also actually thought that Amy was a cat too.
Them hedgehogs, though.
What? Amy, all people?
She does
The
not
only cat
look.
is Plague.
Amy does not look like a hedgehog. She looks
Well, technically,
like a cat.
if you go by, hold up. Weirdly
I'm
enough,
glad.
if you go by
I think that would make her very
the
happy. though she might
God,
not
what is it
ever
called?
admit it.
Sonic,
Take care.
Sonic Riders.
Please
Technically,
come
she's a
again.
rose.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it says Amy the Rose.
Great, now I want to fuck a rose.
Wait, you want to fuck Amy? Fuck. There's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you.
She love Amy.
God, fucking.
She's her favorite character.
Sonic doesn't even want her.
That's because he's into Tails.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a screenshot of Rouge's car. That I think is Rouge's car.
Not go far enough so that I can actually do it now.
Waiting for it to lose, I can see.
I guess we just have to meet her and whatever else. God damn it. Fucking place. After I'm done playing this,
I plan on starting from the person with the most defined stronghold. So let's go to the
Yeah,
library.
it kind of does recolor it right,
Lisa
yeah.
should be there. Stronghold.
I would like to have my Zentorno back. Please tell me they did not get rid of it.
Use.
Did they got rid of the Zentorno?
Maybe Den? No, that's even worse. How about Player?
Yeah, the reason why me and Nathan do not want to restart characters in GTA, because we really don't want to have to spend all of our hard-earned money in real life getting all that shit back.
Why would you spend money on this game? You can easily just do it and get the money in fucking the game.
Because we don't want to spend fucking 4 hours.
I plan on starting from the person with the most stronghold.
Maybe you don't play that, but it's like...
Fucking, you guys have been playing the game wrong.
Yeah, I don't. I simply play it because of like I can get the cars, I can get all that on my own.
Lisa Slayer.
Yeah, same here.
Oh no, that was a bad word choice. Now Sucrose is using it.
Fucking, it took me about like 3 weeks.
Lisa,
Three
might
or
I ask if
3 or fucking, I can't remember. 3 or 4. 3 or 4 weeks to get
Sucrose.
with Zentorno, but the only reason why that is because I spent a shitload of money doing
that they were
other upgrades on fucking other cars that I like.
That's as far as I know.
Yeah, I don't blame for that at all.
Stop it with these puns.
But I mainly did like the online races so I could unlock all the fucking paints and everything.
Jokes?
is Lisa not here at the moment?
Surprising, isn't it? She went out. I'm afraid it's just us here looking for information. Except me. I'm not here for information. Like you, I came here for an abortive search for the librarian, who is also my academia senior.
Oh, so you studied in the same darshan as Lisa?
That's right.
Her
mentor in Sumeru was also my benefactor.
Fresh.
We were both Spontamod students.
Wow, that's cool. But wait, we're getting sidetracked. We came here to look for some information. Kale and I are investigating a prophecy, and we were hoping you all might be able to help.
Oh? What sort of prophecy? I see. You want to ask them about the flower that is not of this world, and me about the one who would never lie.
I mean, it doesn't look like they added anything
But
new.
there's no rush. You don't need to answer right away.
Besides a fucking
We're just here to tell you
submarine.
about the situation. You can take your time
Yeah,
to
and
think
in
it
single
over
player,
and
you have to go
submit any
find the
thoughts you
pieces
have
to
in
make
written
it.
form to the Sucrose mailbox.
The Sucrose mailbox?
Yep. I was thinking about it on the way.
Oh no, I'm
And
not
although they
that
seem like trick
submarine.
questions,
This one's like a
there's a
big,
lot to mull over
like
once you get down
big
to the
fucking,
details.
It's called a
quick answer off the top of your head might not go into enough depth. So, I decided to place a mailbox next to the alchemy crafting table.
No.
Everyone can submit their written answers there when they're ready. We don't have to call it the Sucrose mailbox, though. It could just as well be called the Sucrose and Kali mailbox.
Why is
or
a taxi
even
on
the
the
Sucrose, Kali,
military
Traveler, and
shop?
Paimon mailbox.
I think in this case,
Why
we
is
can
this-
just go with your quick answer off the top of your head.
Why are
Sounds
you
like
here?
a good solution. Certainly more reliable than verbal discussion alone.
Agreed. Certainly when it comes to discerning whether someone is a liar or not, you cannot simply take them at their word. Understood. Once we've had a look into it, we'll place our replies into your mailbox.
Thank you all so much. Okay, let's tick them off the list and carry on working our way down.
Already done.
Oh, I forgot this one's free.
I'm pleasantly surprised to see those two introverts getting along so well.
Do you get the feeling that Kale's return to Mondstadt has emboldened her more contrarian side?
Yes, I'd noticed that too.
Traveling
the
and meeting
Batman
old friends are both good
vehicle.
for the body and soul. And isn't rediscovering one's youth while revisiting old haunts a worthwhile pursuit? When I first met Kale, she'd never known happiness or youth. But things are different now. Her Elazar being cured was a huge milestone in her life.
Kale is a very sensitive and introverted child. I'm sure you must have noticed that too, Albedo. From the time she's been in my care, I've observed that she's actually a very lively character by nature. But she had a very rough start in life, and it changed her.
So, might I assume that your respective claims of looking for plants and artists in Mondstadt were just pretexts? I wouldn't say that. Both Kale and Genius Invocation TCG are very important to me.
Would it really kill you to just say yes in this situation?
Fine. Yes. We came out of concern for Kale. She's been back to Mondstadt of her own accord several times, but it has led to no significant improvement in her mood.
Okay, now how do I do this again?
It won't hurt to give her some more time.
Okay,
I believe that Sucrose might be able to help her.
Your
Sounds like an
settings.
extension of your own self-confidence as her teacher.
You could say
Save
that.
data.
In a similar vein, I've heard that
there's no
Sumeru
such thing as
scholars
save
often
data
build
on
their social
PlayStation 5.
relationships based on their academic
Their
ones.
systems.
Is that true?
I suppose it might look like that from your perspective. Sumeru society
Remember,
is
I'm on
something of a
PlayStation
special
5,
case.
not on PlayStation
The
4.
reason it is known as the City of
Then
Learning
try
is because all of its resources
storage
are
if
in
you
some
got
way
access
linked
for
to
storage,
academia.
or applications of
As
save data
such,
management.
academic resources equate to social capital.
PS4 games.
It is not unheard of, for example, for people to build a family in order to pursue further studies.
Okay, do I... Okay.
But the relationship between the three of
Do I
us is
just
not an
delete
academic
fucking
one turned
the
social.
saved stuff on...
We've never even worked on a paper together for starters.
Like if you go down,
Oh,
I'm looking at my
so
stuff. So
the
for this piece
academic
we have
paper is the nexus of the
application
academic
save data
family.
management on that screen for settings.
Interesting. I would think of us more as siblings.
Okay, so
An
here's
equal and pure
PlayStation 4
relationship,
games. Okay, hold
unaffected by academic
Okay, I
considerations.
went to storage, went to save data,
As much
went
as I
to
prefer not
PlayStation
to
4.
admit it, that statement is not inaccurate.
And then you should have the option
I
to
can
delete
understand
save
that
data.
position. I
Okay,
have a younger
on
sister
GTA,
myself,
I can go in
and it's
pick
only
certain
natural
ones,
for me to
but
be
I don't
protective
see
of her.
no
What you described fits the
PlayStation-
idea
play-
of
like,
a
do it,
city
like,
of learning,
online,
as
though.
I imagine it. The family is where all social relationships
That's what
intersect.
mine will load that too.
As such, a family founded on common goals may actually be more stable. By the way, who's the eldest between you?
Let's not go down this rabbit hole, please.
In terms of age, I'm the eldest, of course. He just doesn't want to admit it.
But your mental age is younger than that. I dare say even by enough to be the youngest sibling. Perhaps I could bring Kale into this happy family to be your elder sister.
No. You will never see me admit to being the youngest sibling. Except perhaps as a last-ditch effort to turn the tables in a game of cards.
Mm-hmm.
for them. Now then, where should we go first? Let's try our luck at the bulletin board, shall we? A lot of people tend to show up there at some point in the day. Maybe we'll get lucky. Here. Huh? Even Lisa's here.
Hey, everyone. Long time no see.
Hey there, Traveler and Paimon. It's been a while. How have you been?
We've been doing pretty well.
You look surprised, cuties. Is it because of me?
Teacher is not at the usual place.
Oh, please. It's not as if I'm glued to my chair. I like to get out for a little fresh air every once in a while. Mika's here today, so I thought it'd be a good time to introduce him to Bennett and Razor. They're all out and about quite often, so it's helpful for them to get to know one another.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mika.
Nice to meet you. Hi, Mika.
I look forward to working with you.
No need to be so formal. We've known them for ages. They're cool.
Windbloom. Fun?
Actually, we haven't gotten to the fun part yet. We've been busy investigating a prophecy.
Yeah, it looks like we just gotta start new characters. There's no real way to
A good
start
one or
afresh.
a bad one?
Okay.
Gosh, that all
loaded.
sounds quite fascinating.
I can't believe I made it onto your list of names. You really think I'll be able to help?
Believe in yourself. Right. Believe in yourself. You're a first-rate adventurer, Bennett.
Okay, then in that case, I'll step up and present my thoughts on the matter. Except I forgot I'm not really good at organizing my thoughts. Oops.
Oh, there's no need to tell us all of your thoughts right here and now. Sucro said she'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench, so you can just write down your thoughts when they come to you, and drop them there.
A meticulous and efficient plan. Yep, that sounds like sucrose.
I will think also. Give me some time.
You still have other people on your list that you need to go see, right? We should leave you to it. Don't worry about us. We'll drop off our letters at the mailbox as soon as we're done.
Okay, bye for
So
now.
do I start strictly from
Let's head
online
over
then?
to Star Snatch Cliff
Pick a new
next.
character?
Maybe we'll be able to find some people there. And even if we don't find any familiar faces, you can see really far from up at the top. Maybe we can find people that way.
Oh, you're working so hard. Do be sure to get some rest when you can. If you get tired, you know you're always welcome to visit me for a break and a cup of tea.
I'm tired now.
How are you tired, Evie? It's only 10 o'clock for you.
No. It's 1 p.m.
Where
It's almost 2 p.m.
Let me check
How are
my
you tired?
notes. Huh, this way. Got it.
Because I've
Colin,
been up
please
since
follow
5
me.
a.m.
Wait, what?
None of your goddamn business.
Oh, I get it. Eddie was giggling that shit, huh?
Again,
Don't
none of
lie.
your business.
Don't lie, you were giggling that, huh?
None of your business.
It's
The
okay.
PlayStation 4 is so ugly. The PlayStation 4 version is
It's
so
our lucky
ugly.
day. There are several people over there.
It is.
Amber?
Like, things actually
Wow,
reflect.
And Eula's with her too.
You back it.
Oh, it's Sucrose.
Look at this
And Clee
cute little
also
baby.
spies the girl with the long scarf.
Kale, we were just talking about you. Ah, right. I don't think you've been introduced to Noelle before. Kale, this is Noelle, maid of the Knights of Favonius.
Nice to meet you, Kale.
I missed you the last few times you were in Mondstadt, so I'm glad to finally meet you in person.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice
we
to
know
meet
her.
you too, Noelle. My name is Kale. But you already knew that.
Relax, you two. There's no need to be so courteous. We're not on some kind of diplomatic mission here.
Klee, what are you doing here? Are you planning to blast some fish? Nope. Klee's on patrol with the other knights.
I love Klee.
Huh.
I need Klee.
Now that you mention it,
and my zombie girl.
it
and
looks
the
like
new-
everyone
I
here's
need
a knight of
all the
Favonius
children
except for
characters.
Kale and me.
I love them.
I'd heard that there was a very
They're
young
so
knight in the
cute.
rings, but it's still a surprise to
Look
see
at
with my
Klee.
own
He's so
eyes.
cute and dangerous.
Kale, what do you do? I'm a trainee forest ranger in the Avidia Forest. Trainee? It means I'm not officially a fully qualified forest watcher yet. I'm still learning.
Oh, you're just like me. I'm still working towards becoming a fully qualified knight.
Technically, though the distinction is hardly relevant right now. This isn't a very formal patrol. We're just chatting.
Don't panic, Kale. Just pick a topic and join the conversation. Don't panic. Whatever you do, don't panic. It's just Amber and her friends. There's no need to be nervous. Let me guess. Were you chatting about the new guests in town?
Yup. A few folks from Sumeru have come to visit, so we're brainstorming a few nice surprises for them.
Amber!
Sorry,
Oh, I forgot I had
At
a
least I
nightclub.
didn't say anything about what the surprises
what?
are.
In my main character, I forgot I had a
I'm
nightclub.
supposed to join this conversation now. What do I say to that? Speaking of nice surprises,
Hey.
we've actually had a fairly big one recently. What kind of surprise? Tell me!
Swap characters.
I'm saved. Secros is giving me a lead-in. Now, I just need to follow on from what she's already started talking about.
What an interesting prophecy. I have no idea what the answers could be, though.
So essentially, you're gathering information to help you solve the riddles, correct? I'll do my best to help.
Thank you so much, Eula.
Anytime.
There's no need to answer right away. We'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench
I
for
forgot
people
I
to drop
just
us a
saved
note
Rose.
once they've thought of something. I'll drop something in there for sure.
Nice idea. I think we can all commit to writing a note. We'll see what we can come up with.
Yup, don't worry. You can count on us. But we do have to finish our patrol first.
What route are you taking today?
We started in the Stormbearer Mountains, and we'll end at the city gates. You'd be very welcome to join us, but it sounds like you're pretty busy with all this.
Oh, you probably hit X too fast.
There's always next
'cause
time.
It says, like, would you like to
We'll
copy the
join
rank
up
of
with you
slot
after we're
1
done working through this prophecy.
to this character?
Oh, yeah.
It didn't give me no option like that though.
We'll be on our way for now.
Okay.
See you later. Have a safe trip back.
Are you okay, Kale? Was it that obvious? No, not at all. It just looked like you had something on your mind. So that means it was obvious. Whatever's bothering you, you can talk to me about it if you want. I'm happy to help. Thanks, Sucrose. Well, the truth is, I don't really know how to act around Amber and the others. Really? I thought you two were good friends. We are. Amber's a really important friend to me. I don't know. I guess if I'm being completely honest, the problem's probably with me. The first time I came to Mondstadt, I was really immature. I didn't want to let people in, and I was generally pretty awful to everyone. Amber was the one person who didn't give up on me, and if it wasn't for her persistence, I wouldn't have found a friend at all. Without Amber, I might not even be here today. And because of that, I really look up to her. I think of her as my role model, and hope that maybe one day I could learn to be like her. But after trying and failing for several years, I think I finally realized I'm no Amber, and I never will be. Looking back, it seems silly that I ever thought like that. We're nothing alike at all. My personality's so weird. I always get so anxious and I overthink everything. Aw, Kale, don't say that. Sucrose? Would it be okay if I told you a bit about my past?
I haven't heard that song in a while. Igor?
Huh?
Igor, it sounds like.
I already knew bits and pieces about her.
Did not delete none of the characters.
Why did she have to go through all
Okay.
that? I'm sorry. We've only just met and I'm already dumping all of this on you. This is why I get so frustrated at myself. I'm always doing this. I get into a spiral of self-doubt, and then I end up having to find somewhere to vent it all out.
My question is, how do you...
No, it's fine.
How do you...
I'm really glad that you're willing to tell me all this. People don't open up about their deepest
There's
feelings
a button, I know that
unless
when I
they
was
really
looking at it.
trust
There's
the
a
other
button
person.
to say delete.
Don't you think?
I
At
ship
least,
these two together so
I think
bad.
it's kind of an honor. And, I mean, you've probably noticed by now, but I don't have the best social skills either. I always just end up talking about the things I'm interested in, and going on and on. But even so, you still listen to me when I talk my head off about alchemy. It's a relief to listen to you talking about yourself for once. If you hadn't told me all of those things,
Square is delete.
I never would have guessed that you struggle so much. Honestly, I feel like we're very similar
And don't
people.
transfer your RP level if you can help
Really?
it.
Yeah. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. I certainly do. All the feelings that you talked about just now, I totally get it. It takes so much more effort for us introverts to fit into a crowd. When you were saying about how you try to think about what to say in advance, and you're constantly terrified of saying the wrong thing and making things awkward, I relate to that so much.
Would you like to copy
and
the
also that part about studying under a genius.
Oh my god,
In
it's
fact,
true.
Before meeting you,
What's
I've
true?
never met anyone who seems so similar to myself.
These two are actually together. We're watching their beginning love
I'm
story.
not very good at giving words of comfort or anything. And I'm not gonna tell you to just get over it or stop worrying about it.
They're
How
actually
about we just
together.
sit here for a little while?
Like me and you, Abby?
We don't have to force
No.
a conversation if we can't think of anything. We can just sit here together. Sucrose has stopped talking, but for some reason, this doesn't feel awkward at all. Maybe she's right, and we're more similar than I realized. In Sumeru, I always like to find a quiet place to just sit and watch the scenery, but it's always by myself. I never thought there'd be a day when I could do this with someone else by my side. Mondstadt's breeze
When I
is
was
so gentle
younger,
and soft.
I was exactly like one of
Hey,
these girls.
Kale.
So
See
fucking
that cloud over there?
introverted and freaked out.
Doesn't it look like one of my test tubes?
Like, even when I met Nathan for the first time, I was like, oh my god, what should I say?
don't
Should I
think
say
so.
something?
Sorry.
Like, some of those introverted
Maybe we're not
personality
quite on the
traits
same
still come
wavelength
through
on everything.
sometimes.
At least, not when it comes to looking at clouds in the sky.
Like when there's like
Thank you,
when there's
Sucrose.
complete silence
feel
in the
much
party
better after
between me and
talking to
Nathan,
you.
I'm just like, I should say
Yeah.
something. I need to say
It
something.
helps a
He's
lot,
bored.
doesn't it? I also vent to my flasks.
Is it the same way with you and me, Abby?
The next time we get the chance,
Why?
I have to show you my Tetratanic Sweet Flower.
You guys
And my
bounce off
Tetratanic
each other
Windbloom.
quite well.
Your Tetra... what?
Two of my favorite things I've made. They're really cool.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you might like them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll definitely have to show them
In
to
the
me
beginning,
sometime.
I'm very
brought some
nervous with
crackers
new
with me.
people because I'm like, oh
You
my
want
god,
one?
are they going to be like
And yet, I'm
tasteful
surprised
people?
how-
Or
I'm
do they
surprised
want
with how-
me to be really talkative?
Sure.
I'm surprised like you weren't like that
I'll
with
try
me of
the
all
cheese
things.
one.
I was.
Aw, look! They're enjoying the scenery together.
Mentally, I was like calculating of
Shall
like,
we
what
go
should I
play
say?
with them?
What should I do?
No,
Does she want me to
it's
talk
fine.
about it, or does she want me
Let
to
them
just
sit
shut up?
for a while.
We're not
Or
what
both.
Colleen needs right now. She needs a new friend. Someone different who's never met her before.
I don't get it. Is there a difference?
There is. You'll understand once you're a little older, Klee. People can draw different kinds of strength from different kinds of friends. And right now, Colleen needs someone that's just not the same old
Oh,
me.
they don't stay friends for very long, considering the legitimate canon that I just read. I looked it up because I was interested to see if the people in my chat were telling the truth. They were. Razor and Beck and Bennett do not have to fucking make out, okay? The fact that they were the fact that Razor is the one calming Bennett down should be a very big indicator. They're boning. Yeah, blah blah blah. I see you, fucker. That hasn't been me, it's be in the sky. I am tired, but I'm trying to stay awake because my sleeping schedule's all over the place thanks to work going, oh, can you come to work at night time? I work during the day, fuckface.
Star Snatch Cliff! We made it! Paimon hopes we find someone we need here.
Help! Oh, I beg you, please don't let go.
Who's that yelling? Let's hurry and take a look.
The other woman I want to fuck in this game.
Timaeus? And we also have Rosaria and Mona? What
Two
kind of
women I
mishmash
want to
ensemble
fuck.
is this?
Good question. What kind of a motley crew is this?
It's been a while, traveler.
You two are looking pretty good. I trust you've been well.
Yep, we're definitely faring a lot better than this poor guy on the ground.
Hey,
renamed
please
her
don't rub
and
salt in my wound.
Her name is now
I
Shannon.
really have been trying my best.
Oh, you're one to talk. If this sister hadn't grabbed you in time, then you would have been seriously hurt, if not dead.
I know. I really am grateful, miss. I can't thank you enough.
Don't mention it. Just lending a hand.
Quite literally. And had she not lent him a hand and pulled him up, he would have gone tumbling down the cliffside.
What happened? Did Timaeus almost fall off the cliff?
Well, so what actually happened was I came to Star Snatch Cliff today to pick some flowers and ran into Mona on the way. She took a look at her scry glass and advised me to turn back because it would be dangerous.
But you still came up here anyway?
Well, yes, I did, because there's something I just had to do.
Oh, I hardly think giving flowers to your crush is worth throwing one's life away for.
It's rare to run into someone with a death wish in this area.
Okay, I'm making my character.
I don't have a death wish. I just didn't think it would really come true. I mean, when Mona said it would be dangerous, I thought I'd be fine as long as I watched my step cautiously. I'm sorry, okay? I was wrong. I'm telling you, I'm just here chasing the love of my life. Love-struck Mondstadters is what the Windbloom Festival's all about.
Yep.
Okay, that explains you. But why is Rosaria here?
Yeah,
I was looking for a quiet place to escape the crowds. I wasn't planning on having to save a life along the way.
So that's why the scryglass just showed danger instead of fatal danger.
Very funny. Anyway, Traveler and Paimon, what brings the two of you to Star Snatch Cliff?
Just trying our luck. We've got a lot of people we need to see today, so we've been all over the place. Actually, you're some of the people we were looking for.
Huh?
Huh, I see. So all we'll need to do is find some clues, make a note, and drop it off at the mailbox?
I can't believe there's a prophecy like this, let alone that I have a part to play in it.
Let's see where it spawns me.
Oh, I guess this means everyone will find out about my crush now. I came here because I wanted to give some Cecilias to the girl I love. They'll really suit her. She's...
No, no one asked. Please, do not subject us to your gushing about your girlfriend.
I either have blue hair or I have
you
silver
saw
hair.
right
That's
through
pretty
me.
much how I make my characters.
You said you need clues, right? Well, in that case, Mona Magistus the astrologist will provide you with a personally handwritten letter. Just wait for it to show up in your mailbox.
You can be on your way now. We won't keep you any longer.
Alright, then let's head back for now and meet up with everyone else.
Will do. This is all so embarrassing. Thank you both.
I still don't know who his crush is, and it's bothering me. Tell me who you want to put your PP in. Not you, sir. Sorry.
Hey, Rose, you might actually have to turn your thing on so I can invite you.
Yeah.
Your PlayStation, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Which I kind of find that stupid. Like in every other game, I can find you and send it to you, but nope. That's not
I hate that too.
Every other game, you can find them through PlayStation, right? And then in this game, it's like, nope, here's your own separate friend list.
Right, and it bothers me. Every time I try to invite Abby, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, and she's turned off as well. Like when she has that one day that she turns off her, you know.
We're back!
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I
but it
have
looks like
a
you
job
could
and
beat
a
us.
wife and a husband.
You're level 101.
Could everything go well?
I reset my progress.
Talk to everybody.
We got back a little early, so we took some time just now to put the mailbox together. We got really lucky today. The vendors were feeling super generous, so we didn't even need to pay for the materials.
Someone else drew
It's
it.
just a shame that Kali got a splinter.
Normally,
Don't worry about me. I'm used to working in the rainforest. I get splinters all the time. I've already taken care of it.
We've already wrapped up everything on our to-do list for today.
This is so
I
cute.
sent you
All we
invite.
need to do now is wait for everyone's letters to arrive. Traveler, Paimon,
PlayStation 4
why don't
takes
you get
3
some
years.
rest while I keep an eye on the mailbox?
Please, message for anybody in the future.
You're
If
definitely
you
your
draw
master
something
student,
very
Sucrose.
cute,
As
make
long
sure
as you
that
are
your
Albedo
signature
around,
is
Paimon
in
can
the
relax
box
and know
arm or
that
something,
everything's
so I
taken
can
care of.
actually give you the credit you deserve. For fuck's sake.
Yeah, either by your real name or a pen pal name go by.
Taken care of. Paimon's starving. Hey, Traveler,
It's
you
your
wanna
artwork.
get dinner?
Give yourself credit.
Yeah, give yourself some fucking self-credit, goddammit! Now let's move
But what
on.
if they don't want the credit though?
Oh my god, shut up.
Then people will fight you with copyright issues. So
I'll go with Sucrose to return
And
the
then they
leftover
get paid
materials
a
to the
good
vendors.
amount of money for it, and you complain that you don't. Oh, that's my work.
Now
you
would
just
be a good time for a break.
yeah.
Once everything is ready, let's meet up here again and
I'm on
collate
my
all the
way,
information
don't
we've gathered.
worry, I'm on my way. I don't have a car. I just stole the car.
yeah, no, I can see you moving. Now you're right down the block.
I have stolen a car.
Yeah, I see you. Slow down.
God damn it.
I saw that.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, either make a female Dante or I get this.
Neum. I go fast now. I Neum.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out what's the button for this. This is me figuring out buttons, but I'm trying to figure out what the radio button is.
No, I'm sorry. I have a rule in my in my own personal cars. There's no radios.
Oh, come on!
I don't like the musics. I don't like the music. All of them are pretty shit, honestly.
Not even the classic rock.
On your side, you can just mute it on your side, you know that?
How do you do that? I don't know how to do it.
In settings, you can just have the music.
And I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing that shit.
But you know you want.
At least then the other person can actually listen to their music.
No, like I said, I'm not doing that bullshit.
You know you want.
I'm sorry, Nathan. What are you saying? You're cutting in and out. For me, at least.
Oh, he's not cutting in and out. You're just scared.
Do I have weaponry? I do. I have a pistol. Okay.
Yes, I'm here. So, and I have all the things I got. So, like I have all the money that I got from the game, but that's about it. And I'm not gonna be spending it unless it's like for stuff.
What is this? Well, since you and me both have pistols, we're going to a stash house.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna be stealing the money and everything that's in here. Stash houses are new, by the way, if you don't know.
Yeah, that must have been new. I don't remember those things.
I don't even have house in this one, so.
Well, we both created new characters, so that's a good thing.
Oh, I created a last character and she had a fucking house, so.
But this one, it's like, nope, starting fresh.
I'm kind of glad they moved everything, like with the bike DLCs and everything, to like you can do it in invite-only sessions now.
Yeah.
I hated how you had to be. That's why I kind of stopped playing GTA, because I wanted to enjoy the DLC without having people kill me, when I'm just trying to move my stuff from here to there.
Especially if you want to just kill yourself, like doing stuff.
Yeah.
Also, the friends that I used to play it with.
I think that's my place right ahead that another character has. So I have to check.
The people that I was regularly
No, that's lesser
playing,
stuff.
The guys I was regularly playing with.
I went the wrong way.
Like drug business and everything in GTA. They were real assholes to me.
Oh, trust me, I'm not gonna be an asshole to you.
Yes,
All it will just do is drive you crazy.
Hoot.
Why are you saying hoot? I'm actually one of the fucking nicest fucking people in GTA.
Future.
Why? I'm not gonna be an asshole in this game to you guys.
Hoot. Future hooting.
And now we break down.
We got no ammo though. Did you notice that?
I have some ammo.
I have none.
Oh, do you really not have any?
No, I really don't have any.
Okay, I have. Okay, well, can you come in here?
Oh.
No, if you end, like, where'd you go?
Into the door.
Really fancy too.
I can't.
Could this be another aristocratic custom?
Ah, it's you again. I thought I had rid myself of you two. Magnanimous.
Ow, ow, where?
Yes, indeed, that is true. Very well. I'm certainly not one to be narrow-minded. I'll overlook your previous misconduct for now and listen to what you have to say.
Ow. Fucking hell, I hate these stairs. I hate them.
Yeah, I can't go in with you on that, so you're on your own with that.
Kindred spirit, I see. Yes, we must resist the blundering knights of Favonius. You are true and principled.
Ow.
Impressive.
That fucking hurt.
My intentions
so
were to
much
test
damage.
your humility. It appears you have become well versed in our etiquette.
Oh, so he was testing us. Sheesh, what an ordeal.
Okay.
Your conduct is
remember
satisfactory.
these numbers.
I must say, such
5
progress
to
in such a
91.
short time is practically unfathomable. If I may ask, from whence did you learn such a civilized manner of speech?
5,
Good. Very good. You are
2
bright.
and 91,
Compared
correct?
with the common folk of Mondstadt, you
Well, they added a
certainly
lot
have
more music
potential.
stations since I last was on. Holy
If you
cow.
were of aristocratic blood,
I have
your
some money now.
prospects would be promising indeed.
Get in the car. Okay, you're gonna. Okay. You're driving it, right? Correct?
Yes, give me 1 second. I just want to make
I'd
sure
like to
I'm getting...
present you with a small token of our
Because as soon as I get out, we have to leave.
Could this be? Gebrattenes
Okay, now
Fleisch
leave.
mit
Go,
Sauerkraut?
run.
It's
Not run, but
evident
go.
that your
Either way,
sentiment
don't
is
care.
genuine. As a young person nowadays, only with no small effort could you achieve such a dish. It's been so long since I dug into a big, tasty... I beg your pardon. What I mean to say is, since it's nearly mealtime, I shall partake.
Okay, there we go. Okay, pull over.
I'm trying, but we lost a tire.
This aroma,
Okay.
just as I remember it. And this
Trying to get us up the hill first, because I don't think we would
flavor. A delicacy that only us noblemen and women could appreciate.
Now even Paimon's starting to wonder what it tastes like.
Okay, I remember you
I
could send
acknowledge
people
your
money.
genuine
How do you
goodwill.
do this?
Such
I have money, like, for
sincerity
my
must
other character, but I'm not
certainly
gonna spend
imply
it
that
unless
you
we need
come
it.
bearing a request.
Yes, I know, but I'm trying to figure out how you send money. Is it here?
Wait, so you've come to know of this too?
Style
It was meant to be a family secret.
Don't worry about it for right now. We can always worry about that later.
Well, considering your meticulous etiquette, you must be a talent of unusual fortitude. I'm willing to place my full
It looks like your
trust
character's
in
just
you.
vibing up to the music. Look at
Please,
that.
come with me. We happen to be in need of competent fellows like yourself. To see some friends from a distant land. They have offered their assistance in
Yeah, they added a
restoring
lot
the
more
Lawrence clan to its former
stations.
glory.
Holy cow.
So he trusts us solely based on your etiquette.
Well then, let's get going, shall we?
Okay,
You'll
yeah,
understand
that's what
everything
Debbie was
in
meeting. It's
due
like the
course.
media player one.
Do you think his friends are the Fatui? Things will get sticky if the Fatui happen to recognize you. What should we do?
Hold on. So you ready?
Power that ended high shot.
Did you, Owl?
Yeah, I'm just looking up, you know, how to send money to friends.
Okay, I'm gonna take us to a
Motion to
gunplay so we can get the ammo, okay?
Time for your arraignment.
If I can get there some peace without with a tire blown.
Incinerate.
Let's go.
Huh? Why have you put on a mask all of a sudden?
Research me.
Hmm.
Yep.
Even
That's
if they are
Fanbreak.
powerful, our status is much higher than theirs in the
I
land
figured
of
out how to
Mondstadt,
do it, but it's
and
the
therefore we
option's
shouldn't
not for
allow
me,
them to
but on
admire
for
our
me for
true
some odd
faces
reason.
so easily.
Okay, so don't worry about it for right now.
See?
Good thinking. Paimon thought for sure they'd recognize us.
Let's
are we
proceed,
going?
shall we? I'll
Ammo shop.
introduce you as my
Oh.
guest.
Well, I have 31,000.
As you'll see in a moment, there are many
Gonna send
already
you half
helping
of that,
us.
which is like 15.
I heard that this area had already been purged once by the Knights of Favonius.
Yeah, I'm trying to drive, but we got a
But
blown
it's the
tire on
only
the
place
driver's
around
side.
Mondstadt that is well concealed and spacious enough. Although it has fallen into disrepair and
Do we
does
have
not
two
suit
or
the
just
tastes
one
of the
balloon?
nobility,
One.
we simply have to
On
make
the
do
driver's
for now.
side, look at this. Oh, they're going away.
Sorry, can't we walk any
They're
faster?
going away before we go in the shop.
Of course not. An aristocrat always moves with grace in his steps.
Yeah, otherwise he won't sell you
Moving
stuff.
hurriedly is unacceptable.
Remember, there's free guns. Get your
As
free
expected.
guns.
Because we always see them around the city. They must be very powerful.
There's a free grenade launcher.
Nothing
free
more
hatchet.
than foreign ruffians with power and the ability to flaunt
There's
it.
also a free pistol.
But they are favorable business partners.
Hold it right there. Who's this?
If
Maybe
you
not.
really must know, they're my guests. If you happen to
So
offend them in
shotgun.
even the
On
slightest,
PlayStation 5, the
you
hammer's
will be held
free.
accountable by the Lawrence clan.
But this matter is of utmost
Free
secrecy.
shot off
We must
shotgun.
You dare question the ways of a nobleman? I don't have time for this. Make way.
No need to sound all high and mighty like that. Fine. You may proceed.
Yeah, we get the hatchet
With
for free.
us, they don't dare to question you.
Along with the side off
Of
shotgun,
course,
so
that is the benefit of
we
prestige.
get.
In past times, it would be a dire offense
I tried
to
to find
speak
that
to a
pistol that
nobleman
we
in such
have
a
in the
manner.
beginning. Like, what's that called?
We could
Just
determine a person's fate
Oh, if you go
with the
down to the
blink of an
pistol,
eye.
since it goes to the very last one,
And such
it's
glory
the
will
third,
return to me
it's the
again
fourth gun.
before long.
Okay, just called pistol.
To the left. Yeah, it's just called pistol.
Where have I seen this person before? And who, may I ask, is this? We mustn't bring just anyone in here.
This is our new ally that I've recently met.
He's gonna
They
buy
are
some ammo
completely
for that damn
trustworthy.
thing.
You have the word of the Lawrence clan.
I'm getting
Our
all the free
plans are
shit here.
strictly confidential.
I
It's
don't
not
have
wise to
anything
bring in
more
an
free other than
outsider
just
at this
the
time.
hatchet and the
There's been word
sawed off
that an
shotgun. There's
outlaw
But you
nothing
don't
else.
have
joined
the
the Knights of
compact grenade
Favonius
launcher
has been
or
very
the,
active in Mondstadt recently.
the compact
Don't
rifle
be
or
ridiculous.
the
Besides, my guest is well
screwed-off
versed in
shotgun
the
or
etiquette of the
the,
nobility.
Sawed off
marksman
shotgun.
I
rifle.
must treat
The
them
sawed off
with the
shotgun
proper
is the one that's
mutual
free, and you
respect.
say the marksman rifle.
The
Yeah, marksman
Knights
rifle.
of Favonius pay no regard
And
to
then
such
look
details.
at the other.
They could
like,
never
it's on
understand the
it's on the same
intricacies
wall
of
as
our
the,
etiquette.
Shotgun.
And what about
called
this
compact rifle, and then the compound.
I'm trying to find
Enough.
that.
You dare
I've seen the
question my
sawed-off
word?
shotgun. That's the one
Need
that I
I
have for
remind
free.
you who it is who has made your activity in Mondstadt
and the,
possible?
You're looking for the marksman
Without
rifle.
the
It's
support
very,
of the Lawrence clan,
it's in the
you
same
would
corner,
have all
but
been
it's the
driven
third one
out
down.
by the Knights of Favonius like dogs. You
Nope,
must
I had to pay
immediately
15
offer
grand for
your
that.
sincerest apologies to my friend. You've offended their honor.
Okay, I finally have zero money in the bank. Finally.
I'll take your word.
Yeah, I'm not spending
and make
all
no
my
further
money. I'm
inquiries.
actually spending like,
Now,
what I
to the
can
matter
afford.
at hand. Did you bring the diagram of Mondstadt's defenses as promised?
If I were, I'm gonna like if I could, I would probably spend all my money to getting all these guns that I could.
Yes,
get.
of course. Here it is.
'Cause I
Let
have.
me see.
What's that? I got 400,000.
Why is it so poorly drawn? Everything's so squiggly
So I
and
probably
crooked.
gotta, like,
and
to
what
get the
is this
precision
shape
rifle, that's
supposed
it.
to be?
Excuse me.
No, I can't even get that.
I'll have you know
You
that I
can get
went to
close
great
here, by
lengths
the
to
way.
carefully draw this map by hand myself. That shape is the
Yeah, I forget
symbol
this one
of
has
the
a
Knights
range.
of Favonius.
I see. Crude, but
You can get outfits
I can make
here,
do.
not-
Are you able to verify that this is all reliable information?
Of course, you needn't worry about that. Don't forget what we agreed upon. The flag of the Lawrence clan will fly above the Knights of Favonius headquarters. The rights to that building, as well as the whole of Mondstadt, belong to the Lawrence clan.
Yes,
I just had a
we will
major
both
lag
profit
spike
from this
there.
agreement. There's no use haggling over the details. We will make good use of the intel you provided. Also, be certain not to divulge our identity. There would be diplomatic consequences, you know.
Don't worry, this matter is only between you and I. And my new friend here. No one else will know of it. Once this is over, I shall stand atop the Favonius headquarters and rebuke their pathetic rule over Mondstadt. Then the city and all its people will once again be under the rightful and unwavering rule of the Lawrence clan.
With other tabs that's inside of it?
Perfect.
Just that range from 10 to 100? I found the free shit.
Where's that at?
May I remind you once again
it starts
that we
at
mustn't
33.
act rashly.
In which pair of clothing?
For now.
Oh, it's called racing suits, biker suits, and a little bit of stuntman suits.
It's the honorary knight and their trusty companion Paimon! We're here to crush your evil schemes into dust! Dust!
Oh, and then
So this was all just a ploy to deceive me.
Free. For me, at least. I don't know about you.
Who would put so much trust in someone based purely on their manners?
After so much planning,
trying to
this is how it
see
ends?
if I can find the
We'll
business
see about
the
that.
biker stuff. There's the biker t-shirts.
Just as I expected. I knew I should have never trusted these foolish aristocrats. No matter, we already have the intel we need. Get
like
them!
I said, it was at 33.
They're running off in different directions.
Yeah, it's party search for me.
This place is a dead end. Let's take care of the Fatui first and then deal with Schubert later. They'll protect us.
I need to heal up. Chug this fucking. Okay.
Born of ice and frost.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. I slipped up. You can't run.
Yeah, there's another three aside from that.
Looks like I went too far. Right there.
Okay, Abby.
I'll be in a party. I'll either not be in a party.
They fuck bugged me more.
Eyes on me!
This quickly.
No touching!
You probably want me in the company.
We're way behind. Let's dance!
I'm fine for you having a party.
Yeah, we're fine with that, Abby.
Go, Barbara, go!
Everybody's just from... There's freaking text in the bottom of the screen. Read.
Back up the flame!
Why is everyone so upset that they're talking? They're having a good
Motion
time.
to
Shut up.
compel!
Let's end this quickly.
Access denied!
This is bad.
Do we all have to be silent later?
The door is open! Let's go!
This is what annoys me about the chat. Oh, I require you to be silent so I can hear it in the game. When did you fucking play the game, huh?
No tire on your
Don't
side.
touch me! Get out of my way!
Why don't
I'll
you just
leave on
play
my
the
own!
fucking game?
It seems we finally caught up with you. This place is crawling with Fatui.
Everyone who knows who
Oh,
has
it's
played
you.
it should
It
not
seems your
fucking
investigation went well.
Aha! I see now. So you're the
So you're
one
gonna
that
keep
taught
this card?
them our etiquette. And I thought you despised
If I'm
such
allowed to,
pleasantries.
come on, open the fucking door.
Furthermore, there is
Thank
a rule
you.
in our family. Such traditions
What's wrong
are
with
never
her
to
now?
be taught to
Do you
outsiders.
not see what the fuck's
Ah,
wrong with
yes.
it?
Rings a bell.
Yeah, blown out
So
tire in the
what?
back.
I had no reason not to teach them.
You have brought shame to our family and ruined my plans. It's all for naught now.
I know that you poured great efforts into these plans, Uncle. But you were well aware that it was not the right thing to do.
These are old hordes. Stop telling me these are new.
I could not overlook your actions.
Knight of Favonius? Let's get one thing straight. I am your uncle, and you are a member of the Lawrence clan. You should strive to restore your family's glory. You still have a chance. Defeat every Knight of Favonius here, and leave with me.
Make this thing green.
Then I shall plead with the family to spare you and give you a new beginning.
So just to be clear, you want a Knight of Favonius to attack the Knights of Favonius?
I shall say this one last time. You are not a Knight of Favonius. You are a descendant of the Lawrence clan. The blood of the Lawrence clan flows in your veins. You must comply with the will of the family.
Since when have I ever complied with the will of the family?
With green, fucking like the color green.
No, just like when it's bright green like this, it's like.
If anyone should be angry,
this is the darker green.
As a member of the Lawrence clan, you knowingly plotted against the city of Mondstadt and threatened its safety. Had you ever stopped to consider the trouble it would bring to so many people? Had you considered how many enemies you would make trying to keep the plans under wraps?
You dare lecture me?
I haven't played the main story.
Oh.
That's right.
Well,
in the name of the family that you so dearly revere, Uncle Schubert. I've never experienced the age of glory you always speak of. And I've never understood our family's incessant pursuit of it. But I am capable of discerning right from wrong. And I deeply understand what freedom means to the people of Mondstadt. The Lawrence clan should never and will never become what you've dreamed it to be.
Not too light.
Oh, the disgrace of it all! How could such a rebellious monster emerge from our own family?
This is all we can do. I have the car now. I'm living out of a car now.
Until we get a
hysterical here.
house.
Politeness and elegance seem to have gone out the window.
That's enough fuss for today. You two, take him away.
House is like
the honorary knight and I have other matters to attend to.
Let's see. I'll keep driving. I'll check.
Given that you've already taken action, I assume you've come across some conclusive evidence?
Paimon took a peek at their diagram. Your uncle had mapped out all of the Knight's patrol routes and marked out key information about Mondstadt.
And there was me thinking that he was just another elder of the family. And a lazy one at that. I never suspected he could stoop this low. So stubborn. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine. Let's discuss this later. Our first priority is recovering that diagram.
Oh, and playing as her now. Okay.
Shut her!
I know exactly where the cheapest house is.
It's actually, you wanna know where the exact cheapest is?
I know. You're looking at garages, not.
No, I'm looking at the. No, I'm looking at the houses.
It's a blue house. I know exactly what it is. It was my very first house.
Crush.
It's not a blue house. I'm looking at the stuff. There's a cheaper than that.
I love her fighting style. So cool.
Are you sure it's not a garage? Garages are cheaper than the houses.
Yes.
Beg for mercy.
This was the building I ever owned, playing GTA with a garage.
My very first house was the little blue house that should be somewhere around here.
This shit off my
It was perfect how it was. But the interior, yeah, it was shit, but you know.
Shut her!
Is that all you got?
The odds are against us. Beg for mercy.
I marked something, so...
I'll be back with a vengeance.
Why did you go all the way over here?
That's one of the cheapest.
I am not going all the way over there.
That's one of the cheapest.
No.
Shudder.
I don't know what this blue marker is, but I'm ready.
Oh, it's the, yeah, do we have to seal this? I'll do the driving with this.
Let the show begin.
Yep, we gotta deliver it.
Where to, though?
I see the marker.
Where is the marker? I don't see no marker. Don't go to the cheapest house to do it.
More speed.
You just need a certain build. You need to own property.
Let's end this quickly.
You need certain...
Beg for mercy.
That's the heist.
Boom!
No slacking
To ashes!
Let's try to find the rock station.
That's not...
Incinerate!
That one?
No. That one.
That one? I like this one.
Quickly!
I have to listen to each radio. I listen to that one.
Of
course it goes to fucking...
I don't listen to pop.
I like listening to pop. Yeah, I like the non-stop pop radio. That's the only one that I like.
There are some pop songs I will give you the credit that are good, but this is what I like. I like old school rock, okay?
Consider this as rock, though.
This is old school rock, okay?
I'm sorry, what old school rock goes...
80s.
In the beginning of their fucking song.
80s.
A lot of 80s songs, actually.
Are you sure we're supposed to be taking it to an old... Are you sure we're supposed to be taking this to where the marker is?
Let's dance.
There's another marker past it, so...
Oh.
Man, this thing chugs uphill, holy cow.
I used to have... Oh, wait, that should... Since I'm on PlayStation, I should actually look that up.
That's where they put the diagram.
Friends online.
Look how much this chugs uphill.
No other option but to fight.
There's no bookmark. Okay, recently played.
Let the show begin.
Races.
Yes, you dare provoke me. Fatui, come forth and dispose of them.
Coward.
Beg for mercy.
This thing chugs uphill.
Shudder.
Knowest you can't run from death.
I used to have this thing called All Around
Freeze to the core.
Race. But I think they deleted it.
Collect myself.
Do I have to redo that whole entire thing?
Born of ice and frost.
I have to redo that whole entire
Beg for mercy.
race now.
Crushed.
This must be it. They may very well have already made a copy of it. But without my uncle as their puppet, there'd be no use in them attacking the city.
I have work today, and I don't want to go to work, but I have to, sadly.
We're almost to the stop. We're almost to the spot, so...
Well, you're driving, so
True. But if their plan had hinged purely on taking Mondstadt by force, as opposed to with the help of a puppet, they could have spared themselves the trouble.
Thank you.
The Fatui are dishonest, but they wouldn't go as far as to start an open war. Their opposition wouldn't just
Is
be
that what the guy
Mondstadt
said?
alone.
Yeah, well, that's what the woman said, yeah.
Anyway, I'll inform the acting Grandmaster. She'll know how to handle
Go
things
fuck
from here.
your mother. I had a lady who told me, said, go fuck your mother's cooch.
What the heck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
about that.
I'm like, excuse
Because
me,
you
what?
stole my
What is-
targets by
why
attacking the Fatui I'd been tracking
GTA
earlier.
NPC tells me
I came
to
to
go
exact
fuck my
my
own mother.
vengeance.
Why?
You tried to do my job for me, and I'm here to return the favor.
Finally, after all this time, Paimon understands what you're saying. In reality, you sense that something might happen to us during our investigation.
But I'm
You were
about
worried
guys
about
and
us
none of that.
Oh, there's a good
So
song,
you
yeah.
brought a team to take a look.
My purpose was vengeance.
I do not like
Don't twist
Kansas.
the story. You don't look too bright, but it turns out you have a knack for
Cry
scheming.
now.
And mark my words, I'll remember that.
Hey, what do you mean Paimon doesn't look too bright?
You have seeded a deep enmity between us. Just you wait.
I'm sure you're hearing it through his headset,
Even if
aren't
you were
you,
to be
Abby?
completely destroyed, I would never forget you.
Bring it on!
I like your fighting spirit. I'll take this diagram back to the Knights of Favonius and take it from here.
Sure. Well, see you around.
That you will. And make sure not to steal my targets next time.
Go, Barbara, go!
Nothing? Okay.
That's why we're hearing music.
So how much was it? How much was that payment?
10 grand.
I got paid nothing.
Yeah, 10 grand we got from that.
You mean you
Let's
got?
dance. La, 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 la.
Thanks, got me taken out. Nothing happened. Shh. Nothing happened at all. Do you have the police on you as well? Or is it just me?
I think you do. And there's a treasure chest. It's like the treasure location near here.
Oh, for you, probably. So I can actually get this shit off of my screen.
I'll remind you again.
Have this marker when I'm here.
The law can be both a help and...
That's a garage. This right here is a garage. Not a house. You hear? Did you hear me?
Yeah, I did.
My mom will have
It's not.
one,
It's not.
and this
Why did you say it was a house?
this one.
This is based on the description of it.
Hey, Paimon's really hungry. And don't forget, Paimon's also ordering for you too. It's not like Paimon's gonna eat everything by herself. Ooh, Paimon is super full.
Is everything packed up and ready? What do you think about meeting up at 5 to go to my house?
I don't even think I can get on that.
I've packed some great wine and smoked ham. Oh, your parents will love it.
Ham? Look, we've known each other for quite some time now.
Would you like to have a hatchet battle?
Don't you think it's been long enough for you to remember that we only eat bacon in my house?
Is this a 2-seater?
I must remember to get some milk today on my way home. Please, feel free to pay a visit to Cat's Tail anytime.
Look how you're sitting on it.
Enjoying the scenery?
Before you start pedaling.
There's only one seat.
Before you start pedaling, how awkward does this look?
It looks like you're just
Oh, I can put something on your tab?
It looks like
That's a pity. I already had a few drinks before coming here.
And then it's like when you start pedaling, it's like you're on it now.
Another day. There should be no shortage of opportunities in the future.
I don't know.
Anywho, you should be getting ready to thank me. I come bearing good news.
Games to be weird.
What kind of good news?
Stuff like that.
Behold!
Okay, I have to go. Goodbye.
Yeah, I'll see you, Owl.
What is it?
It's what you need the most right now. The answer to the prophetic puzzle. Simply head to the location marked on the map and you'll find the lantern you've been looking for. However,
from Monday to Friday.
I wouldn't just go and reveal the secret right away. As you've seen, a lot of people have been laboring hard to uncover the answer.
Would you like to do Disney a little bit?
Well-aged brew. The aroma from the bottle is sweetest when revealed in the company of friends. Then it's settled. I'll leave you to your business for now. Feel free to find me for a chat again once you're done working through the prophecy. Also, if you have some time, we could organize another fast-track love poem class.
Oh, you're starting that up again?
I sure am. Nobody else has signed up this year, though, so the duty to learn falls on you. Anyway, see you later.
Venti always looks so relaxed whenever we run into him. Paimon can't help but be jealous.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, could I chat with you for a moment?
Oh? Who are you?
You may call me Scarlet. Just like you, I'm a traveler visiting Mondstadt from another land.
Yeah, I'll be back in a little bit. I'm just going to put my PS4 rest mode for just a little bit to cool it down. Okay?
Alright.
Leaving the door open for another time, I see. I can tell that you've dealt with a lot of people during your travels.
You can tell? Well, we are very experienced adventurers after all.
I can. That's why I tried to strike up a conversation with you in the first place. I was on my way to go shopping earlier when I overheard your conversation next to the crafting bench. From what I could gather, you are trying to investigate a bizarre prophecy?
Yep, bizarre is definitely the word.
Don't you think it sounds just like the kind of story that would happen in Mondstadt? Anyway, that's why I wanted to ask you a favor. If and when you manage to unravel the answer to the prophecy, could you let me know what it is? Not so much the prophecy itself, but Mondstadt as a nation. That's what I'm interested in. I was born in a distant land, but I have family and friends who once lived in Mondstadt for a long time. They said that it's a great place full of fairy tales and romance and recommended that I come for a visit. As it happens, someone I know has an anniversary coming up soon. So I figured this would be a good time to come here and see all the sights that she once saw.
What do you think about Mondstadt so far?
It certainly lives up to its name as the city of romance and freedom.
We think so too.
So, about the prophecy. Thank you. You're very friendly. It's been a real pleasure to meet you. I'll leave it to you then. I hope you continue to enjoy the city and have a wonderful day.
Yep.
She definitely isn't dressed like a local, huh? Where do you think her hometown could be?
Please find me a flower that is not of this world. And a guide who will never get lost. Find me one who would never lie, as well as a legend that never ends. I never thought I'd have someone secretly following me, even in a free city like Mondstadt. Good day to you, miss.
Someone's up to something.
Sometimes the law is compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balancing the two is a discipline in its own right.
Well guys, I'm gonna end this here. I've only got 7 days, so tomorrow is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, this whole event will be over by then, so before I start playing Hogwarts tomorrow, I'm going to pre-record the rest of what's going on here, and then I can just be, then I can edit it for YouTube altogether. It's gonna be a lot of work for me, but whatever you missed, you can see the arse end of it on YouTube.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same.
Sometimes the law is compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balancing the two is discipline. Its own.
It's time! It's time! Let's go meet Sucrose and Kale at the crafting bench! Hey, we're here!
Traveler, Paimon, great timing. We got a lot of letters in the mailbox, and I just finished sorting them into 4 groups.
Nice work!
Well, the real work hasn't even started yet. Which batch of letters should we read through first? Let me quickly summarize what we found out about a flower that is not of this world. Tighnari believes that on closer examination it might be logically paradoxal, while Albedo says that his answer would be better discussed at length in person. As for my answer, I think a clock in the shape of a flower would constitute one that is not of this world.
Here's what we've gathered regarding a guide who will never get lost. Mona said that she'd like to join us in uncovering the secret behind the prophecy, while Bennett suggests Fischl, Mona, or the Traveler as potential candidates. Mika didn't submit much, but he did draw a vegetation map for Master Tighnari and wrote up a dragon spotting calendar for Cyno. Amber also wrote in. She said that she sees herself as nobody's guide, but everybody's friend.
As for one who would never lie, Rosaria removed herself from consideration, but both Razor and Cyno are willing to support us in our search. Timaeus seems to have forgotten to write to us.
And finally, this is what we've gathered on a legend that never ends. Klee said that her mom has a number of friends who like to write storybooks. Lisa believes that legends live forever in people's hearts. I think that for a legend to be never-ending, it has to be filled with hopes and dreams, and actively passed from one person to the next.
So, what are the answers to the 4 riddles, then?
You're really smart, Paimon. I bet you can figure it all out in no time.
Or, let's all share our thoughts on what we think the answers might be.
Wait! Wait for me!
Oh, Timaeus! What brings you here?
I'm sorry, I really am. The time just got away from me and I didn't get around to writing that letter. However, I'm happy to announce that I think I can be the one who would never lie.
Huh? This is kinda sudden. Not that we don't trust you, Timaeus, but, could you elaborate a little after you catch your breath?
Of course, of course. Do you still remember the time I, collaborated with a certain Miss Ying-R? Well, basically, she helped me out a lot with my research into potion making once, and, well, we've stayed in touch through letters ever since.
Wait, so Ying-R is the girl from Liyue that Sucrose mentioned earlier? We always assumed you were hard at work every time we saw you at the crafting bench. So you've just been writing letters to Ying-R the whole time?
No, I mean, not all the time. I've done some work too. And anyway, our correspondence covers a lot of serious topics, like perfumes, potions, alchemy. Anyway, a few months ago, I made a vow to the heavens that I will be true to myself and never utter an insincere word until the day that I've managed to win Miss Ying-R's heart.
So, at Star Snatch Cliff, you were picking Cecilia's as a gift for Ying-R?
Well, that's right. The Cecilia flower is said to represent a once wayward heart transformed by the power of love. I couldn't think of a better flower to give than that. I know full well that Miss Ying-R is far more knowledgeable than I in both the ways of the world and the ways of our craft, but I thought I should make the effort for once and put myself out there. Which brings me to the subject of the last few days and the Windbloom Festival. I thought it was time for me to invite Miss Ying-R to Mondstadt. But yesterday, Albedo told me that Sucrose has been working hard to help another girl achieve her dream.
Huh?
And when I went to take a look at our roster, I saw that she'd done my remaining work for me. I feel incredibly guilty. I've been spending all of my time in my own fantasy world while everyone else has been bending over backwards to help other people. How could I ever hope to be worthy of Miss Ying-R's love if I'm so selfish?
Oh, Timaeus.
And that's why I've decided to join you.
But then what about Ying-R?
Yeah, haven't you been planning this for over a month now? You said you were gonna invite her to Mondstadt.
Well, yes, I did mention in my letters that I'd like her to visit, which is why I just sent her another gift with my hand-picked wind blooms, along with a handwritten letter. I explained that a matter of great importance has presented itself to which I must devote my full attention for the time being. As soon as it's resolved, I'll make haste to Liyue to pick her up in person. I made sure to package the gift and letter with the greatest care. All I can do now is hope that she'll understand. Point being, please know that I sincerely want to support you in this endeavor. Plus, I think I'm an honest person. As far as I recall, I don't think I've told a single lie in my life.
Well, you certainly convinced Paimon with that speech. Don't worry, Timaeus. We won't let your determination go to waste.
Thank you, Timaeus.
Thank you, everyone. I promise to do everything I can to help.
Okay, so it looks like we found our one who would never lie.
Great! Let's keep it up. On to the other three. Okay, Paimon will do the honors. Ahem. We have with us here the flower, the guide, the legend, and Timaeus.
Huh? Why did you only say Timaeus' name? You should say my name, too.
All right. We also have Klee.
That's me! With Klee here, this all somehow feels like we're getting ready for a field trip.
There's nothing wrong with a more relaxed atmosphere, is there? Of course. We will soon see if my hypothesis has any merit.
Actually, I'm still feeling a little nervous.
Me too.
But weren't you all fired up just a moment ago?
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's do this.
Actually, I'm a little worried too. Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
I know what you're feeling. Saying anything becomes so much harder when there are so many people watching. Well, does anyone know the exact location of where we're headed, or should I do a reading on my scry glass? According to the prophecy, once we've figured out the answer, we should test it at the Lantern of Utmost Joy. Wait, but where is this lantern?
Oh, we know something about that.
What? Wow, that's amazing. You really know how to do everything under the sun.
Then we'll let you lead the way.
This is it! We're off to find the sacred location of the Lantern of Utmost Joy! According to the map, it should be somewhere around here.
Let me take a look. Oh, it should be right up ahead.
Aww, I don't see any lanterns here. Now that I think about it, the prophecy didn't say anything about what the Lantern of Utmost Joy actually looks like, right? Maybe we've overlooked something?
Traveler, are you trying to figure out something else from the paper?
Paimon's reading too! Huh? It says to look up. But there's nothing above us! The wind didn't trick us, did it? hat, and a pious puppy will open the doors to show you the way. Huh. Paimon read the whole thing out loud, but nothing's happening.
Look! Look! The wind is blowing!
What a strong wind current. Let's ride it up and see where it leads us.
Huh? We'll have to fly up there? Can someone carry me with them?
Here.
This is the first time I've ever flown like this!
How did this little island get up here in the sky? Did somebody make it?
Just to be safe, I've been jotting down our entire route here. This way, no one will get lost.
Oh, good thinking, Kale. Ah, who would have thought we'd find this kind of table here? Weird. It's almost as if someone was holding a tea party.
I never would have guessed that such a place could exist. Right above Mondstadt, too.
Wow, look at that pretty lantern on the table. There's even a chair for each side of the lantern, too. There seems to be something on the back of this chair. Let me have a closer look. Take your seat, present your answers, and you shall reach enlightenment. Well, as far as instructions go, I guess that's simple enough.
So we just need to do as it says, right?
Wait a second.
Huh? What is it, Albedo?
We'd better make sure this place is safe before taking our seats. Everyone, please stay clear for a moment.
Well, all our questions and doubts aside, the scenery here is pretty amazing. It'd be impossible to feel stressed here.
How is everything, Albedo?
Everything seems to be fine. I didn't find any traps or suspicious mechanisms, but I also couldn't find any overt destructive devices.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, it seems that wrong answers won't have any catastrophic consequences. Looks like we'll have to sit on these chairs and fulfill the prophecy. Everyone, I would like to suggest that we try some risky answers on our first attempt. Let's reserve our most confident answers for the second round.
That sounds kind of smart, but why?
I get what he means. If we do as he says, then we may be able to figure out how the puzzle works.
I see. That makes a lot of sense.
Mona, is there something wrong? You're not looking too good.
Oh, are you hungry? I brought some snacks. Thank you for offering, Klee, but that's not quite it. While Albedo was checking just now, I gave my scryglass a spin hoping to find some information. But there's a strange aura to this place. It's almost as if someone has been staring at me as soon as we stepped foot in here. But if nothing here has actually been physically tampered with, then no. Could that person be?
What do you mean, Mona? Who could it be?
Never mind. It's not like I've got any proof.
Don't leave us on the edge like this, Mona.
I'll just do what Albedo said.
Yes, let's test the hypothesis together, Klee.
Come on, join us, Mona. Oh, all right. Okay, then I'll answer the first question. If someone were to ask me to find a flower that is not of this world...
You can do it, Sucrose.
fetch a tetragenic sweet flower.
Alright, I'm up next. My part of the prophecy is to find a guide who will never get lost.
Collei, I hope you found your answer.
My answer is that I will be that guide. For a long time, I have been guided by others. It's taken me a while, but I finally made it to where I am today. Although I still haven't made a name for myself, and I'm still quite immature, I would still like to put my name forward. Because I would like to become a guide that can help others. I want to help others the same way Amber, Master Tighnari, Cyno, and everyone else helped me. Now it's my turn to pass on the gift that I've been given.
All right, it's up to me to answer the third part. I'll submit myself as one who would never lie. Although I've never really had any other virtues or talents, I'm confident that I've always been an honest person. I'd like to thank everyone, too, for giving me this opportunity to validate myself.
And last but not least, I will answer the final part of the prophecy. There's no tale more befitting the title of a legend that never ends than our fates as human beings.
Wait! The lantern just lit up! Whoa! All four sides of the lantern are glowing! Huh? But...
Collei, could I ask you to stand up for a second?
Oh, alright. Huh? What's going on? Why is it lighting up regardless of who's sitting in the chair? Didn't it say we have to answer all the questions correctly?
It's pretty clear now, isn't it? We've just proven that there is no right answer for this prophecy.
No right answer? But how could that be?
Although the instructions had come from an old and enigmatic prophecy, it is in fact nothing like the ancient mechanism that we had all imagined it to be. I believe the lantern only serves as a simple signal.
And to think, I never expected you to actually find this place.
What? There's someone else here?
We meet again, traveler.
Hey! You're that Outlander we met the other day at Good Hunter!
It's all thanks to you that I was able to find this place. Good thing that you were too preoccupied with the prophecy to notice someone tailing you from the shadows.
Oh, is that so? Then, why do I spy yet another person following in your shadow?
Wait, really?
There's no need for pleasantries. You should know I'm here for you.
Is it just because I'm a visitor from abroad?
I was there when you snuck your way into Marjorie's place.
Huh. So you had your eyes on me even then, huh? That was 2 whole weeks ago, you know.
It's hard not to notice you when I'm on duty every day.
All right. In that case, I'll admit it. I was the person who slipped this prophecy into the storybook.
Huh? But why? Then, does that mean this wasn't a real prophecy after all?
Don't worry. Even though you probably have plenty of reservations about me, you can be sure that the prophecy is genuine. In fact, many of you here today may have heard the code name of the one who left the prophecy to me. She hailed from an ancient assembly of powerful women, each of whom used a single letter to signify themselves.
Who would have guessed? It seems that power was indeed left behind by the old hag after all.
Ah, so you're B's student. It's an honor to meet you. I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Well, what are you talking about?
It's a long story, but I'm not quite sure that I'm the best person to tell it. Since you've all spent so much time and energy trying to decipher this prophecy, you must also be very interested in the secret behind this lantern, no? The lantern has already been lit. Now then, please allow me to disturb your happy peace.
Huh. Why did this little thing just light up? How strange.
Hello? On the other side of the lantern. Can you hear me over there?
Mom? Oh, I hear many youthful voices.
Madam, I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Oh, since we've last gathered, Jay's successor has already become so reckless and bold. Unbelievable.
Wait. Why are you talking just like the old hag?
Old hag? Who would dare say that? Is that Mona?
Who are you? Who dares imitate my master?
And what of imitation and mimicry? It has always been a fool's errand to mimic and learn from humanity.
Aunt Alice, I'm here too.
Mom, why are you trying to talk like other people?
So I see everyone's here. Well then, my warmest greetings, everyone.
Miss Alice, why would you...
Well, it's been many years since this lantern last lit up. You can't blame me for thinking that one of the old friends from my youth may have decided to catch up again.
Why she sounds so coy all of a sudden?
And if I recall correctly, we left this lantern in the care of the Animo Archon Barbados. You must be commended for uncovering an artifact entrusted to the god of wind himself. Tell me, are you sitting around my beloved tea party table?
It's a really long table.
Oh, so you are. I suppose this means even the Animo Archon has granted you entry to this place. Was all of this Scarlet's doing?
Wait. Paimon's completely lost now. So what was this assembly you were talking about earlier?
Oh, Miss Alice, would it be all right to leave the explanation of that to you?
Well, you should be rewarded for making it all the way up here and activating the lantern. Now then, let me tell you a long and ancient story. Ever heard of the Hexenzirkel? As the spooky name suggests, it's a secret society. Once upon a time, it even challenged the Animo Archon himself. But he replied, "Let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song." From then on, the mages would only ever convene in the woods, in the skies, or on the edges of cliffs. At these tea parties, they discussed their stories and secrets and resolved their differences, as the tea and cakes bore witness to their pledge never to fight amongst themselves.
Yesterday, I snuffed out the life of my beloved. He had grown old and was extremely sick. He loved me dearly, so I took his fate in my hands and ended his pain.
I'm raising a son. Of all the children I had, he's the only one left. But I suppose that still makes me a mother.
My lifespan is nothing compared to yours, so I wish to leave you with my storybook. Actually, maybe you can pass it on to your children one day.
Oh, this looks interesting. Let me scry.
My dear sisters, we mustn't let prophecies threaten our bonds of friendship. Even the most frightening witch was once a little girl, and growing up can be so tough. Sometimes we all need to vent our troubles to the wind. Even if the nations go to war, or the sky falls down, the mages' tea parties shall forever be held around this table.
So this is where the legendary mages held their meetings.
That's right. We often met here to chat and have tea.
Then what about the part saying that if we light the lantern of utmost joy, we'd receive a supreme blessing?
About that. I never expected anyone other than Jay to actually read the full contents of that prophecy. It's a little embarrassing. The truth is, that prophecy was actually just a letter that we sent to Jay as a group the day before her wedding.
So it was indeed written by all of you.
I must thank you for resisting the urge to immediately reveal the truth to everybody, Albedo. Knowing you, you probably figured out everything the moment you laid eyes on the message.
No, it took me a little longer than that.
A flower that is not of this world, a guide who will never get lost, one who would never lie, and a legend that never ends. These 4 descriptions signify 4 individual mages. When a member of the organization had to leave the group to spend the rest of her days with her beloved, the other mages would write down this prophecy and send it to her to invite her for a final get-together. A flower that is not of this world signifies, of course, flowers that do not naturally exist in this world. This is the signature of our full name, Rhindaughter, also known as Gold. If there's anyone in this world who could create a flower species that does not yet exist, it would be her. The guide who will never get lost is N, otherwise known as Nicole. You may not have encountered her yet, but she is a truly extraordinary woman who has made this world's direction and order her subject of study. Some of you may be fortunate enough to have already heard her voice. Like a prophetess, she will only speak to guide people toward the truth when a change has occurred in the world. She has a tendency to suddenly speak in someone's mind without any warning. If one day you would be unfortunate enough to run into a truly dangerous situation, she may use her voice to guide the way forward for you.
Who would have guessed that there are so many mysterious women in this world, and that they would all know each other?
The one who would never lie is me. I hope no one would take offense. It's just that I, Alice, or A for short, have always had a soft spot for those with sincerity and candor. As for a legend that never ends, you may not know M in person, but you've likely encountered one of her works. Have any of you ever read The Boar Princess?
Huh? I'm pretty sure every child in Mondstadt has read that book.
It's also one of my favorite stories. M was an exceptional human writer who used her prose to teach me the meaning of grief. Don't you think such a person would deserve a seat at the mage's table?
Paimon's getting more and more lost.
It may sound hard to believe, but I can attest to everything that Alice has said. Jay was also a mortal who aged and passed on, leaving her title to her students and followers. Alice, you've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. It's now been centuries since the first of us took on her mantle. I've always wanted to meet you.
Do you also want to become a mage?
Title aside, I think I'm more interested in the meaning and purpose of the Hexen Circle. I used to think that the Hexen Circle was a group of women who could control the very fate of this world. But now, I've seen for myself that besides Jay, many other ordinary people were also among you.
Do you think less of us now?
No, not at all. My interest has been piqued, and I'm now even more drawn towards the idea of becoming a mage.
You're right. I've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors, but you are different. You are much more fascinating than any of your predecessors.
Oh, has someone finally piqued Aunt Alice's interest?
Now is not a good time, Scarlet, but as soon as I am able, I will seek you out for a meeting. I want you to tell me all about Jay's married life back in her hometown.
So the mage who received the prophecy letter from all of you was Jay? She left the Hexen Circle after getting married?
Precisely. There was only one way the letter could have been interpreted. She would have known what we meant as soon as she saw the message. We were just asking one thing of her. Please come to see us again. Before you go and settle forever with your happiness, please come share some of it with your best friends and sisters.
So, the Supreme Blessing actually meant...
All journeys are fleeting and will eventually come to an end. What will give us the most fulfillment and happiness in the end are those who will greet us at our journey's destination. Dear child, I believe you can also understand what I am talking about. We women will always have many troubles and encounter pains and frustrations that will keep us up at night.
But no matter how hard things may become, we will cross mountains and oceans to see our best friends again, regardless of how many years have passed or how far the distance may be. As long as we can be with our beloved friends, our hearts will be filled with joy. To us mages, that's what being supremely blessed is all about.
Oh. I still don't get it, but I do know that all the mages are Mom's best friends.
If you ask how I see it, the Hexen Circle is just a group of ladies that I spent my youth with. Anyway, I'll introduce some of the other members to you all later. I still have a few things to attend to, so this will have to do for today.
Bye, Mom! Todoko says bye, too!
Goodbye, darling, and farewell to all of our other friends as well. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Oh, now that I think of it, isn't it getting close to that time of year?
Yes, it's Windbloom again, Alice.
It's also a special anniversary date. I'm sure you still remember.
Yes, I do remember now. It was on this day, many, many years ago, that Jay tied the knot. Ah, just in time for the Festival of Love and Freedom. Everyone, please enjoy this year's Windbloom Festival to the fullest.
Whoa! Ah! Albedo! Why didn't you tell me we'd have to glide all the way back down?
Are you okay, Timaeus? Maybe you'd feel better if you just, let it out.
I'm fine, I'm just, a little glider sick, that's all.
You may want to look into getting your own gliding license when you have the time. It might prove helpful to you.
Okay. Sure thing.
It sounds like you've still got something on your minds. Why don't you tell us? We're all happy to listen.
It's nothing, really. It's just... Well, Alice's story was really interesting and romantic. I won't argue about that. But still, the whole thing wasn't quite what I was hoping for. Of course, I didn't actually expect the supreme blessing to be real, but...
Don't say that. None of this was your fault, Timaeus. Honestly, it's more on me for having agreed to be the Windbloom Festival Special Ambassador. Had I not asked for everyone's help...
If anything, it should be my fault for finding that prophecy.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to blame the two of you either. I just feel like... This whole adventure didn't really end on a high note, and we also didn't really get anything out of it.
But I'd say we still learned something new.
Well, that aside, Timaeus, you still need to go to Liyue to apologize to Yingar, right? Do you want Kale and I to accompany you?
Oh, Miss Yingar. Well, I mean, I just really don't want her to get mad at me. Now that I've come back to my senses, I really don't know what I should do.
Hey, you three? You may want to look over there.
Huh? Miss Yingar?
Oh, so that's Miss Yingar? I've never met her before.
Yep, that's her. And she actually came all the way to Mondstadt.
I am so sorry, Miss Yingar, but how did you... I mean...
Are you so happy just to see me?
Well, of course I am. I'm so happy that, I don't, sorry, I don't know what to say.
I was ready to give you a harsh scolding, but now that I've seen you like this, I suppose I could let you off the hook this time. You said you couldn't come to pick me up because of a very important matter, right? Well then, of course I had to come and find you instead.
Should we go see how they're doing?
Oh, I wouldn't. You'll get hit by a forest boar if you interrupt a couple's romantic conversation.
Oh, really? We'll just leave them alone then.
I am so glad to see Timaeus find his happiness.
I have to say, I'm even more envious of you, Sucrose. You can be happy just to see others happy, and you gave me so much help without any expectations in return. Even though you said that we're very much alike, I still feel like you have a much bigger heart than I do.
But if you say that, then I'd say I'm also nowhere near as brave or tenacious as you. I guess we have the same amount of positive qualities. They're just spread over different parts of our personalities. I've never visited Sumeru, or made many friends from outside of Mondstadt. I'm happy just to have met and become your friend. Maybe I'll get shy and flustered when I meet other people I don't know in the future. But that's okay too. Since we are so alike, you probably get what I'm trying to say. You just need to believe that all of your issues aren't really issues at all.
But isn't it too late now for me to learn to accept myself?
Well... Do you know anything about the blooming cycles of Cecilius?
I may have read about that in a book before.
That's a topic that my parents used to talk about back when they were still dating. Surprising, right? To think that people would talk about that while on a date. My mom brought it up at dinner one time last month. She called my dad the most boring man she knew, and said that he even turned up late to a date once, all with a smile on her face. But she also said that learning is just another part of life. It's never too late to start something, as long as you recognize that it's something good for you to do. Why don't you give it a try, Kale?
Okay, I'll try my best. They are really having a great conversation. Paimon can't even find a moment to join in.
I nearly forgot. This is for you.
This texture. Are these seeds?
Yep. I believe I mentioned my sweet flower research to you before. These are the seeds of the sweet flower cultivars that I've worked on. It's nothing too special, but they're the best cultivars that I've made. So, I really hope that you'll like them. They're super sweet and easy to grow and keep. I'm also submitting them as my Windblooms for this year. I wish that the Animo Archon could also see how lovely they are.
Thank you. I'll plant them in the Avidia forest and take good care of them.
Kale, please take these notes with you. I've heard that you've been working hard on your studies, so I've prepared some study materials for you at Sucrose's request. Feel free to look through them whenever you can find the time. Mondstadt's doors will always remain open to you.
Thank you so much. Really, I don't know what to say. I'm just really happy. Ah, Sucrose, now's your chance. Didn't you want to collect a breath of joy?
You're right. I almost forgot. Kale, can you exhale once into this test tube? I will save this breath of joy and use it in my research.
Oh, really? May I?
Of course. Huh? What was that?
It was like a little cloud of happiness, and now it flew away.
Well, luckily, there's still some breath left in the test tube. I'll seal it up for now. I'll keep working on it and let you know as soon as I have any breakthroughs in my research.
Yeah, you can write to me. I'll be sure to respond as soon as I receive your letter.
Oh, it looks like you found a new pen pal.
Master Tainari! Sino!
If your friendship was forged in a test tube, does that make you test friends forever?
That's it. I think you've ruined Sumeru's reputation in Mondstadt beyond all hope of repair.
All that matters is that I've enjoyed Mondstadt immensely. The dragon here possesses a majestic form.
Oh, that reminds me. Traveler, this card back is for you. Sino wanted you to have one for yourself. If I had to guess, I'd say he probably wants you to use it if you challenge him to a duel.
I'm a master of the game. Do you dare challenge me?
Can you believe this guy? Huh. Let's knock him off his high horse. Wait! I've got something to give you, too. Huh? Kale has a gift for us? Yeah, I figured I should follow local Mondstadt customs and prepared a few small things themed after the Windbloom Festival. I made these bookmarks from Sumeru roses at the hotel. I want to give them to Amber, Master Tainari, and Sino. During Windbloom, Mondstadters offer flowers to the people most important to them. You three are family to me.
But Tainari said that we're not anything like an academic family. He wouldn't write joint papers with us.
Well, in this case, we can consider ourselves as regular siblings. And that should be just fine.
I agree. Oh, and here are some Padisara seeds as well. These are for the Traveler, Paimon, and everyone else from Mondstadt. Whoa, are these really for us?
So, are these your chosen Windblooms?
Mm-hmm, one of them. Both Padisaras and Sumeru roses are my Windblooms. Although they're not native to Mondstadt, they are the flowers that can best express my feelings. I want to give them to the people I feel thankful for. To those who I wish to accompany as we greet more seasons and future Windblooms together. The real blessing in life is when you are surrounded by people who you'd miss day and night, and who you'd want to see even if that meant crossing mountains and oceans to do so.
I'm so happy to hear you say that.
Sucrose, do you see that cloud over there?
Huh?
Doesn't it look just like your test tube?
Did you hear about the Zakoku decree?
The Sakoku decree?